We are live from coast to coast. It's Canada versus USA in the gold medal game at the 2026 Winter Olympics. I am joined this morning by KC and Mark Pye. Gentlemen, I'll start with Mark. How are we feeling so far? The players are getting on the ice for the opening face-off. How are we feeling so far?
I mean, unlike Bennington, I'm a bit nervous for this game. It's going to be a big one without Sidney Crosby, of course. But listen, Canada's built for this. This is the type of game we've been waiting, 12 years for? I'm quite excited.
Yeah. KC, how are we feeling?
Yeah, the butterflies are definitely in the stomach this morning. This is going to be a fantastic game. Whenever the States and Canada meet up in the Olympics, it's always going to be a crazy game, and we're in for it today. I'm really looking at Connor McDavid today. I think it's going to be a legacy game for him. Just like when Crosby scored the golden goal back in 2010 to kind of cement his legacy, we're looking at McDavid to do the same today after not winning a Stanley Cup in back-to-back appearances. This is a big game. It's a big game feel. He really needs to show up in this one.
Yeah, he does, and he's going to lead the way. There's no Sidney Crosby today. He's not able to go. They tried everything they could to get him to, to go in this game, but not happening. And Connor McDavid will wear the C. And a lot of people are asking in the Leafs Digest chat already, because we're live on 3 channels this morning. We're simulcasting on Canucks Digest, Leafs Digest, and NHL Digest. And a lot of people are asking, am I nervous for this game? Do I look nervous? I'm a little nervous. Let's get to it. Opening face-off is 2 seconds away here. Nathan MacKinnon is starting with Macklin, Celebrini, and Connor McDavid on the wing. So that's new to start a game. So they're going with the all-bruiser fourth line. Puck is down, and we're underway, ladies and gentlemen. We also have Parayko starting, and I believe it's Travis Sanheim with him. I could be wrong, but I believe it's Travis Sanheim. Puck out to center ice and dumped into the zone. What are your guys' keys to this game? I know we're gonna get some action here. I doubt we get an early goal. I could be wrong, but what are your guys? I'll start with Mark. Like, keys to the game here. Like, what do both teams need to do? We know Canada's like the king of the comeback so far, and US has just dominated their games.
I think the big thing is, listen, Canada has came back. I feel like this is the USA team with Connor Hellebuyck, of course. Listen, he hasn't lived up to the big moments going into the playoffs, but I think this is one of the games you got to come out early. You got to get that quick goal. You got to settle the game down, because if you're battling back down 2 goals against this USA team, it's going to be a lot harder. No hate to Finland, but then the game versus Finland, just because of the talent they have, the goaltending they have. So listen, the quick goal coming from one of the top guys, I think is what's going to really set the tone here.
Yeah, and this first shift here, sorry Casey to cut you off, but this is all Team USA here with the pressure, and they're getting a couple shots, not on goal, but towards the goal, all of them. But Casey, how are you feeling about this game? What are the keys to the game?
I think that Canada really needs to match the States' physicality. Obviously, with the two Kachucks, I mean, they're just going to be running people over out there, and I think they need to shift Tom Wilson to have a couple shifts early here to match the physicality, keep the momentum on their side, and I think that's a key for Canada to win this game, is just to be physical, but also play their game with their skill that they have on the ice.
Yeah, I'm talking about Tom Wilson on the ice right now, and Canada gets a shot on goal. He goes for a hit, and Sam Bennett puts the shot on goal, and that's stopped by Connor Hellebuyck, who's probably going to be a factor one way or another in this game. We all know the narrative around Connor Hellebuyck, in these big games. It's either he's really, really good, and usually that's not the case, or he's really bad. So we'll see. We'll see what happens today. We're also live, literally from coast to coast, right now on 3 different channels. We're on NHL Digest, newly rebranded, Leafs Digest, and Canucks Digest. Shout out to anybody watching on Canucks Digest right now, because it is 4:30 in the morning over there right now. Yeah, like 5 o'clock in the morning, something like that. So shout out to you guys. Very unfair. Here we go. We got a 2-on-1. Jarvis over to Bo Horvat. That's stopped by Connor Hellebuyck, and he swallows it up. And now we got a scrum in front. Horvat. That was, I haven't seen anything from Horvat all tournament, and that was a good play. Nice shot on goal, and then he scrums it up in front. So Brock Nelson with a cage as well, or a fishbowl. So that's pretty interesting. But is there anybody that has we can go for both teams. Is there anybody that has surprised you in this tournament? Because there's a lot of people who have disappointed me for Team Canada. That's for sure. Mark?
I think the big one, and listen, it's gonna feel like the obvious answer. I don't think we understood how good Macklin Celebrini. Like, listen, you watch
Yeah.
him on the Sharks, you know how good he is. But he goes up against the top of each country, and he looks like one of the most dominant players. He got the most ice time through 2 periods last game, the most shots through 2 periods. This is one of those kids that's generational talent. I think he's been a big factor on Team Canada. But I also want to give a shout out to guys like Bo Horvat and Tom Wilson. Those guys are playing the role and going out to compete every night. So I like the fact that the bottom six is also competing and know what to do each game.
Yeah. Casey?
Yeah, I think Mark Stone has really impressed me. I obviously know how good of a player he's been, but like I think every time he's out on the ice, he's making an impact offensively, where it's creating a chance or something like that. But
Yeah.
coming into this tournament, I was a big Mark Stone probably shouldn't be on this team kind of guy, but after watching him throughout this whole tournament, I think he really deserved a place on this team, even though maybe the numbers aren't there. I think he's a guy who's definitely created a lot while he's been out there.
Definitely. And, you know, on the penalty kill, he's been huge. He's scored shorthanded goals. Nice play there by Celebrini to get it into MacKinnon. I keep messing up this line when calling them out because there's too many M's going on. It's McDavid, Macklin, and MacKinnon. But, yeah, I think that, you know, when you're looking at Canada, I mean, Mark Stone has been really good. That second line, the way it is constructed right now, has been super disappointing to me. Here we go. We got a 3-on-1 for Canada. One-timer, big stop by Connor Hellebuck again. All right, so he settled in nicely to the game. That's not good. 2 shots on goal for Canada so far. We got 16:40 left in this first period. Nice play from McDavid. Are you guys concerned at all? Because we're Canadian. We're not going to hide it here on this on this live stream, obviously. But are you guys concerned at all by the fact that Canada has almost turned into a one-line team?
Not really, no. I feel like it's one of those games where, of course, that top line is going to be the most dominant. And losing Crosby, you lose a lot of depth. But I feel like it's one of those things. It's just a matter of time before someone in that bottom 9, if you want to say, if you're not counting the top line, is going to take the step. We see Mitch Marner do it in that big goal as well. It feels like they are stacking that top line. But listen, you want to go out, get that quick and early one. Then you can almost even the lines out a little better.
Yeah, that would be nice. And KC, how do you feel about that? Because a lot of people are talking about it right now. Like, you're relying on 3 guys, and they played like 25 minutes in the last game. You can't. I don't know if you can do that in this game.
Yeah, they're gonna play a lot. I think, especially if maybe they go down. Hopefully not. We're gonna knock on wood for that one. But
Right.
I think Nick Suzuki has looked good since being moved back to his center. I'm not quite sure if I've seen him take a face off yet, but I think Suzuki has looked good in his last game. I've always said he's one of the most clutch players in the league when they needed a goal. So hopefully we can see something out of Suzuki here this game.
Yeah, that'd be nice. And you're right. I feel like I haven't seen him take a face off. I feel like, you know, John Cooper's deployment so far this tournament has been good to me. And every time there's a face off offensive zone, he's going back to his big guns, which is fine, right? Like, that's totally fine. Like, the deployment to me has been a good thing. But it's been shocking to see how much Canada's trailed in this tournament, considering like the dominance we grew up with, I guess, from like 2010 to well, obviously to 2014, and then now. And then they weren't trailing until against Czechia. So I thought that was it's pretty interesting. But we got 15:49 left here in the first period. Shots are 3-0 Canada. There's been a good start. USA's been getting a lot of good chances too. So, you know, the shots don't tell the whole story. Interesting storylines today. No Sidney Crosby for Canada. They tried everything they could. He was wearing a brace the whole deal. Couldn't get him to go. And Tage Thompson, who left the game on Friday, is playing for Team USA. I think he just left the game because it was a precautionary thing. Fourth line's out there for Canada again. It's Tom Wilson out there with, what do we call them? I don't know, Bennett and Marchand. That's the Rats? I don't know if we can call them that.
The Rats, yeah.
But they're out there right now. I kind of like this line. Tom Wilson just absolutely... Who is that? Somebody's lucky they're alive right now. Was that Werenski, maybe? I don't know who that was. Jack Hughes is through. He loses the puck. Okay, I kind of like the line. I'm with John Cooper here. I kind of like it. That was explosive. There's going to be more of that. And I feel like, I don't know how you guys feel about this too. Puck is dumped in here. Another big hit from Brandon Hagel. Oh, Canada's throwing the bodies now.
Yeah.
Everybody's getting dumped. Hagel's in on it. And, I mean, coming into this tournament, that is the game that the United States wanted to play, right? You got the Kachucks on your team. This looks like it's going to go for icing, and it does. 14:36 left. So a couple big hits. How do we feel about that? I'm glad Tom Wilson's on the team. I said it last year. I thought he should have been on the Four Nations team, and here he is, and he's making an impact.
I think it's one of those things. Listen, we seen the quote when he was on that top line coming through in the tournament, said he's in the penthouse. Then we seen the other quote come out when he got put on that fourth line with Bennett and Marchand. He said, listen, we looked at each other. We know what we're going out there to do. And I think those big hits, I mean, you've seen it after Brendan Hagel started laying hits. Those are the hits that kind of decide the game. You're going to go out, lay those big hits. We're seeing the replay of that hit. That was a bone crushing. I feel like if USA wants to play that kind of game, there's no better fourth line on any team to go out there and match that energy.
Definitely. KC?
Yeah, like I said just at the start of the stream, I thought that the key of the game was matching the physicality, but right now it seems like they're setting the tone. So it's a lot of red in the stands out there, so getting them fired up, the fans getting them on their side is definitely going to be a key factor of this game, and hopefully they can keep it going here. It's looking pretty good so far.
Yeah, and I like what you said about setting the tone, because so far this tournament, if you watch the games, the United States has been really good at that. Wow, everyone's getting blown up here. United States has been really good at that, and Canada has not, at least in my eyes. Like, I feel like they have not come out and set the tone in any game. They've been chasing almost every single game except for, obviously, the original round robin. Oh, they get scored on here. Was that Matt Boldy? It is 1-0 USA. 1-0 USA on a nice play by Matt Boldy to get to the inside. And he slips it past Jordan Binnington for Team USA's first shot of the game. It's 1-0.
Yeah, he does a good job here to get past the defender and then just goes backhand between the legs, and it's hard for Binnington to catch up with that one.
That's a tough one for your first shot of the game too.
Yeah.
It's a question I kind of want to put out there. What is your guys' thoughts on Binnington's consistent starts in this?
Yeah, that has been a question as well. I mean, not gonna blame him on that one.
No.
Because that is also a nice finish by Matt Boldy.
Yeah.
But that's how it goes sometimes. Assists to Austin Matthews and Quinn Hughes. Matt Boldy scores 6 minutes into the first period here. Canada setting the tone with the physicality and the shots on goal, but 1-0 Team USA to open this one.
Quinn continues to haunt.
That's right. He did not play last year in the Four Nations. He was hurt. A lot of people forget about that too. He's obviously a difference maker. Here's McDavid out the center. He's speeding in. He stops up. Gets it low. Devon Taves right in front to MacKinnon. That's deflected in front. Back to the point to Cale Makar. Sorry, that's not Cale Makar. There's a battle in front. McDavid's throwing the body around. It's back out to center, and Canada regroups with MacKinnon. Over to Celebrini, he dumps it in. It's collected behind the net. USA will regroup and out to center. Deflected in, and that's icing. You got to hit the line first, guys. Same rules as the NHL. You got to hit the lines first. So, Canada down 1-0 on one shot on goal. Matt Boldy just with like a simple chip and go and beats Canada's best defense pair, both of them. And nice finish against Jordan Binnington there. And it's 1-0. Are we?
I thought we were going to see a lot more Logan Thompson in this tournament. I thought that they were kind of going to compete, and we seen Thompson in one start, and I mean he looked pretty good. So, I thought he was going to kind of take the crease, but I mean they're sticking with Binnington here, and yeah, he might have had a little bit of a shaky start against Finland, but he kind of locked it down at the end. So I think that's why they went back to him.
Yeah.
But we can't knock Binnington. That was a really good goal by Matt Boldy just to kind of slot it home there.
It's a nice play and it's a nice finish. And Quinn Hughes, like you said, Mark continues to haunt Canadians. Well, some Canadians, mostly West Coast people on the West Coast. But 12:20 left here in the first period. Team USA is regrouping. They'll break it out. Shots are 4-1 for Canada. It's 1-0 USA on a Matt Boldy goal. Although Canada has, to me, dictated play so far, which is different when you're talking about first periods in this tournament. Connor Hellebuck has made some pretty good saves as well. Fourth line's back out there for Canada. Against, I believe, the third line of USA. Jack Hughes is back out there, who has looked dangerous so far in this game, too. He's had 2 good chances. Tage Thompson's out there. And Dylan Larkin, who was the one who got blown up by Tom Wilson. It was not Werenski. I thought it was. I don't understand why a center was behind the net in that situation, but hey, Tom Wilson doesn't ask questions. Here's Austin Matthews speeding into the zone. He gets a shot off a stick and behind the net. Back to the point, shot by McAvoy, and that is grabbed by Binnington and stopped. We have 11:30 here in the first period. We're headed to a commercial break. Canada has dictated play so far, but it's 1-0 USA on a Matt Boldy goal. How are we feeling, gentlemen? I feel like I've calmed down. I like it when there's a goal scored. No matter what team, I feel like I've calmed right down because now the game is going to open up a little bit more. Mark, you're muted.
Yeah, I mean, okay. I mean, like we haven't seen Canada struggle when they've been down in this tournament, so I don't think there's any time to hit the panic button right now or any sign to hit the panic button. So I think they look like you said, they look like they're controlling the game. It's only a matter of time before they find the answer here and they go out and put one in the back of the net.
Yeah. Totally didn't have myself muted, but I feel the same.
No, I know you were just yeah, it's early. Sometimes my mouth moves and nothing comes out as well. But,
it happens. It happens.
Exactly. It's early on a Sunday morning. This is ridiculous. This game should have been in the afternoon. What are we doing here? I actually saw a tweet. I wish I could have brought it up. I saw a tweet earlier about how this game is at 5 a.m. on the West Coast, and this is ridiculous. And the IOC should have like something's got to change next to Olympics. And I was like, I don't think you understand that it's the afternoon there right now. But
yeah.
Anyway, still, these guys are not used to that. Some of these players, so they are
pretty
showing...
sure
Go ahead. Sorry.
A lot of provinces actually changed the laws so you can attend to at a bar or something like that early on too, which is kind of cool.
I know my
over on the
province
West Coast.
Yes,
yeah.
I know my province did. Their bars were open at I believe 5:30 in the morning this morning.
Yeah,
which is wild. But yeah, if you're in chat right now, if you're in stream, we're on 3 different channels, live streaming on 3 different channels. Let us know where you're watching from, whether it's Canada, United States. A lot of people were watching from Finland and Czechia last time, so let us know where you're watching from. And they were obviously not cheering for Canada, so that was a very interesting dynamic. But puck is down here and it's out to center. Fourth line's out there for Canada again.
Seems like Coop's going to the rat line here to try to get something going when, they find the momentum shift in the opposite, which is nice to see.
Nice to change something up, too. I just want to give a shout-out, too, on stream to my buddy Mark, who put a bet down on Matt Boldy scoring last night, and I called him an idiot. And I would just like to formally apologize him in public because he's richer than I now. So... here's Marchand. Oh, that would have been nice if he was able to get that off. That is a tough play by Brad Marchand. Get off the ice. Get off the ice. They're going for a change. Here comes first line for Canada again. First line today that has MacKinnon starting on it. There was also a lot of complaints, and obviously this is not me saying this is why Canada might or may lose. A lot of complaints about the ice, and they were doing a lot of work on it from yesterday to today to get it ready for this game. Here's MacKinnon speeding into the zone. He gets it to Celebrini, who has space. He shoots, stopped by Connor Hellebuck. He has possession of it, so he gets it to MacKinnon, who's going to get it back to Macklin Celebrini, who shoots. That's blocked in front. McDavid's looking for it. Back out to the point. He shoots just wide. MacKinnon tries to center, and that's gobbled up by, I believe, Matthew Tkachuk, and shot down the length of the ice. Icing shots are 5, actually, I believe 6-2 for Canada now, with just under 10 minutes left in this first period. We get our first look at the United States captain Austin Matthews of depending on what channel you're watching, of Toronto Maple Leafs, who will be returning with a medal. Nice back check there against Brad Marchand there by Austin Matthews. That's what he does. It's a good stick checker. Physicality has always been questioned, but that goes for a lot of Maple Leafs. So. Play is behind Team USA's net, and it's chipped out to center. Also, I saw somebody on the stream last time saying that my commentary has no emotion in it. Well, let me just say, if this game was at 7 p.m., I might have more emotion in my voice. Not 7 a.m.
Don't even have your morning coffee in yet.
I know. Oh, nice shot there by Brandon Hagel right off the side of the post. Hagel's been a bit, I don't know. You guys think he's been disappointed in this tournament? I feel like he hasn't done much.
I feel like everyone's mindset's just kind of set to his fight in the Four Nations. And we've seen how good he is like throughout the NHL. So I feel like it is a little disappointing, but I also feel like it's one of those, once again, he knows his role. Yes, it's the big moments, but it's to be a pest, which I feel like Canada took a lot of guys that are doing that.
Yeah.
I think maybe if Coop isn't the coach, he doesn't get selected.
Hmm.
But where he's kind of Coop's guy, I think that's why he got selected. And I think if he isn't, I think maybe we see maybe Connor Bedard in this tournament.
I think Bedard was a real possibility. Nice play by Tom Wilson to break up that play at center. We were supposed to get, I'm pretty sure they had full intention because of John Cooper of having a Anthony Cirelli, Braden Point, and Brandon Hagel line. I think they were going to have that as a third line. So pretty interesting. Tyson Barrie is in the house. What is going on?
Barry and Wayne, what a
Tyson
combo.
Barrie and Wayne Gretzky, two of the same type of player in my eyes. The exact same person, the exact same player on the ice, Tyson Barrie. But we're headed to a commercial break. There's 8:38 left here in the first period. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Let us know in the chats where you're watching from. We're live on 3 different channels right now. We're live on the West Coast on Canucks Digest. Shout out to you guys. It is 5 o'clock in the morning and live on NHL Digest and, of course, Leafs Digest as well. And we got some people over here.
We got a viewer all the way from New Zealand in NHL Digest chat here.
Let's go, Mark. Let's go. Not the Mark on screen.
I never get shout outs.
Yeah, that's not true. I mentioned you in the last stream.
Let's go, Marks. Mark from New Zealand.
Let's go, Mark. We got a lot going on here in the chats, on the ice. Canada's playing well. I like the way they're playing, and if they stick to their game plan, they should be okay. Should be fine. But we'll see how that plays out. We got some viewers from Michigan as well. Salty Legion saying, "What's up from the USA? I love you guys. I know you're Canadian. I don't care. I just wish you were in the USA." Can you imagine that team? If Team USA and Canada were together, I don't think anyone would beat that team. And if they did, I mean, you just stop international tournaments probably. Just never have another one. We are back from commercial break. And Chris Cuthbert makes a good point. There's nothing else on right now. So if you're not watching this, you are sick. I don't know something's wrong with you. There ain't nothing else on. I remember the Sochi one was at 6 a.m. Eastern. Gold medal game, I think, or 5 or something. I think they were giving out the gold medals at 7. It was ridiculous. And I was like, oh wow, Canada beat Sweden. No offense to any Swedish people watching, but ooh, shocker, in that tournament. But another Trocheck face-off win. Face-offs were a big problem for Canada against Finland, and we'll see if that continues into this game. Doesn't seem like it is so far. USA chips it out to center. Shots are 7-2 for Canada right now. 8:15 left in the first period.
Who you guys got the first scorer for Canada?
Ooh, it's got to be Nathan MacKinnon, I think.
I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna say Tom Wilson. I just want to see one of those fourth line guys set that tone.
That'd be really nice. I feel like it's gonna be a cheap one, but Casey, who are you feeling?
I think I gotta go with Celebrini. I think he's looked good so far early on, and he's the one who shoots the puck the most. So
yep,
eventually he's gonna find a corner.
Nice move by Sam Bennett. That's an obvious hook to me there on that play by Jack Eichel, but no call. We're a gold medal game here. No complaints. We ride. Celebrini's been the trigger man on that line, surprisingly, centered by MacKinnon and then McDavid on his wing, which is crazy. Got a 4-on-2 for the US here. Pass back in front. I don't know why he did that. Probably should have shot, but God bless Matthew Tkachuk, I guess. Puck is dumped back into the zone. Thomas Harley steps in. He keeps the play alive. Here comes the third line for Canada, but Tom Wilson's still out there. They're going to get a change now. Oh, given away right in front to Mark Stone. That's deflected wide. Mitch Marner gets muscled off the puck. Shocker. And the puck is dumped back into the Canadian zone. Thomas Harley given chase here. You know who I really like on the Canadian blue line? A lot of people don't talk about him. We're only talking about him now because he made the Four Nations. Thomas Harley, man. That guy is a player. That guy is a great two-way defenseman.
So good. Like
Yeah.
he's so good at making those entries. He's not afraid to pinch up when needed. Like
Hmm.
he's just a complete defenseman.
He just
And like coming into the tournament, I think a lot of people maybe had him as the guy who was sitting in the press box, but
yeah,
he's made an impact in this tournament. And I think since maybe he plays in Dallas, I mean maybe a lot of us Canadians don't get to see him a lot.
for sure.
So it's nice to actually get to see him and see the type of caliber player he is.
I think Canucks fans would agree with me. I think Tyler Myers should be on this blue line.
He was on a Team Canada at one point in his life, once upon a time in 2009 World Juniors, but actually 2010 too, I think. But no, Tom Harley's been great. And is he in the lineup if Josh Morrissey's, healthy? I don't know, but here we are, and he's playing well. So
It's a never-ending story. An injury happens, and Thomas Harley gets in, and we realize why he is in.
right. The same thing happened last year, right? Who was it that got hurt last year? It wasn't Morrissey, was it? Yeah, it was. I think it might have, I can't remember anymore. I feel like that was forever ago at this point, only a year ago.
Because he
Jarvis
only
out to
made the
center.
team last year with Doughty being injured, correct?
It was Doughty, you're right. Yeah. That's why,
Yeah, I
they
believe
brought
so.
him on as an extra. You're right. Yeah. It was a different tournament rules too than this because obviously with less travel, they could just call somebody during the Four Nations. But Celebrini chips it out to center. McDavid's giving chase. He's going to beat his man there because he's Connor McDavid. Oh, MacKinnon
nice
gets in
little play.
front to nice little play there. Give and go play. Nice back check there by, you guessed it, one of the best defensive centers in the league, Austin Matthews. I'm going to gas him up on this stream. I don't care what anyone says. He's a good player. So nice play by Celebrini to win that puck battle. It's out to center. Devon Taves will shoot that in. Sorry, Travis Sanheim. MacKinnon to Sanheim. He shoots, and that's stopped by Connor Hellebuck. We're going to need bodies in front of the net if Canada's going to want to score from the point like that against Connor Hellebuck. Although the nerves are going to set in for Connor Hellebuck here. We know that's going to happen. But we're headed to another commercial break here. We have 4:49 left in this period. Canada is out shooting, out hitting the United States, but it's 1-0 on a Matt Boldy goal early in this period. Gentlemen, are we feeling nervous? How are we feeling? I mean, we got 5. I feel like this game is flying by. We got 5 minutes left here in the first period. I feel like Canada's just got to continue to do what they're doing. I mean, like they've done it all tournament and they ended up coming back. So it's only one goal. It's early in the first, so they have time. But yeah, this has been a good game. And USA looks also locked in defensively. They're doing some good things for their goaltender there.
Yeah, it feels like USA is almost controlling that lead already, but Canada's putting the gas on for this. We're seeing time after time, mostly at the top line, but they're making those pushes, and it seems like USA is fine with the controlled exit, get the puck in deep, and just retreat and do the exact same thing, which could bite them in the butt if they're going to continue doing this for the rest of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. I think Canada has controlled the game a lot. I think, obviously the United States being up 1-0, it kind of seems like they're winning the game, but in my eyes, maybe it's a bias. I think Canada's kind of winning the game right now, and it's only a matter of time before they start to get some offense going and start putting the puck in the back of the net because it's just a bad defensive lapse that leads to a great finish by Matt Boldy. If you're gonna give some space to anybody on this state's team, they're gonna put away the opportunity. So I think just kind of tighten up defensively. Don't let any of those chances happen, and I think Canada can come back in this game. But Darius, I want to throw it back to you. I want to see what your thoughts are as Austin Matthews as the captain of the United States.
Yeah, I love it. He is the leader of that team. We don't know what happens in the dressing room. And a lot of stuff that people dog on him for with the Toronto Maple Leafs, he's a very private guy and he kicks like documentary crews out. Like even the Blueprint is not able to film things with him because he just doesn't allow it. So you barely see anything about him. He's just a private guy and I respect it. So we don't know what happens in the room. A lot of the guys have spoken out on Team USA about, him being the captain, that he is the leader of that group. He was the captain last year at the Four Nations. And I think it's fine. I think he's one of the best players. Does he have the best shot on the team? Like arguably, I think he did at one point. Is he the fastest player on the team? No, but I think there's different intangibles that he brings to the table, and he's a really smart hockey player, and I think he's dedicated his game now to the defensive side of the game too. So he's just really good in that way. Nice save by Bennington. There's 4:26 left here in the first, but I think he's dedicated like more and worked on more on his defensive game and face-offs, stuff like that. And Craig Berube, for some reason, like I feel like he might get fired this summer because his deployment of Matthews has been abysmal. Like he's playing him like a third line center, so I feel like a lot of criticism could be put on Berube too. But because like there's only so many times you can, like, as one of the best scorers in the league, why are we starting in the defensive zone every shift, right? So there's a lot of stuff like that. But no, I think I'll defend Matthews. He's my guy, and I'll defend him. He's a great player. I don't want to run a player out of Toronto like people love to say if it's not warranted, right? Because like Mitch Marner did not perform, right? But I've seen those moments from Austin Matthews, so that's just how I feel. But again, that's just how I feel, and a lot of people feel differently. But hey, I liked in this tournament because KC, it's no surprise that you're. Obviously, we'll talk about some Canucks here too, but no surprise you're a Montreal Canadiens fan. I've liked Nick Suzuki in this tournament. He's looked very good.
Yeah, I think Suzuki has looked fantastic in this tournament. I think he really settled in after that first game that he got in, and I think he's a guy who, when he moved to his natural position at center, like he was playing wing, I didn't think he kind of knew how to play wing because I don't think he's ever played wing, professionally. So once he got back to his center role, he's a great defensive guy as well. He can always get back on the back check and create a play defensively. And I think where he was playing wing, he wasn't really able to do that. And I think that kind of messed with his head and messed with his game. But since moving back to his natural position, he's looked really good. And I think he's a guy, he's always a clutch player, like I said earlier in the stream, that if Canada goes down, well, they are down this game right now. I'm looking at him to get the equalizer because he always does it in Montreal. He's always forcing overtime late in the third period. He's such a great player, and he definitely deserves his spot on this team and has definitely proven that. I think a lot of people coming into this maybe would have placed Bedard over maybe him. I've seen a lot of that online, but I think Suzuki really, with his defensive play, has really earned a spot here.
Definitely, and I think, puck is down again in the, it was offensive zone face-off for Canada. It's coming back the other way. Shout out to Colton Parayko for a nice defensive play on Austin Matthews on that last play. But bring up a good point. I feel like when the Canadians do tie the game late, it is always Suzuki, now that you mention it. I feel like it is actually always Suzuki for some reason, but Canada has the puck here in the offensive zone. Sanheim puts it deep. A lot of people questioning Travis Sanheim on this team too. He's actually one of the most effective defenders in the NHL in terms of differential for his team. So he's actually great at breaking up plays. I think it's just because he plays in Philly and they haven't made the playoffs in a while that, he gets a bad reputation. But he's actually a great defender. So he's on the team. He is a guy.
Great coach over in Philly as well.
Yeah. Penalty to Canada coming up here for a hold, I believe, on a defenseman.
The announcers are not loving it.
No, I thought that was an okay play if that's Shea Theodore going to the box, which it is. Especially because I've seen some similar stuff earlier this game. Go ahead, Mark.
Oh, I was just going to say Rick Talk. It probably doesn't help with the coaching in Philly, but I could be a little biased on that one.
Yeah. That's a penalty in the gold medal game?
Yeah.
All right.
Let a lot go so far.
That's what I'm saying.
So,
That's yeah. Well, here we go.
we got big PK coming up.
Yeah. I will say, when you look back at the final from last year, USA went up, I believe it was 2-1. And, Sam Bennett scores that huge goal and then ultimately went to overtime. So, see what the penalty killers have in store for us here. We got Hagel and Suzuki out there to start. Matthews passes up a great opportunity in front, and it gets cleared by Nick Suzuki out to center. USA's power play percentage in this tournament is 28%. Horrible. I believe they're 4 for 14. Which, it's a short tournament. I get it. Matthews rims that around. I think that's going to get all the way out, and it does. Tage Thompson back to get it, and it's back to Quinn Hughes, who's on the point. Canada's penalty killing 72% in this tournament. Much better. And Mark Stone's been a big reason for that, I believe. Him and Mitch Marner, obviously Vegas Gold Knights, killing penalties together. Doing that for Team Canada here. Although it is still Suzuki out there, and it's Marner. Nice play in front by Tom Harley to break up that play in front. Jack Eichel has the puck on the far boards. It's in Binnington's... Oh, I'm surprised I didn't blow that dead. All right, it was in Binnington's pad, but gets out to center. It's cleared. Canada will get a change. Quinn Hughes has the puck. He's regrouping at center. Gensel misses that pass. It's going to be shot to center. Cleared again. Brady Tkachuk has it, and they'll regroup again. Jack Hughes is out there with Brady Tkachuk, Matt Boldy, and Jake Gensel gets to the line, but Mitch Marner can't clear. Jack Hughes gets it to front of the net, stopped by Bennington. There's been a lot of, like, here's Jack Hughes. Looks like he's going to shoot. He does. It's deflected wide. There's been a lot of good opportunities that are bouncing over guys' sticks here. 1 minute left here in the first period. The penalty is done. Here comes Theodore. Why would he chip that to nobody? You had 3 guys with you. That was weird. And he's going to...
I felt like the ideal time to go on a rush there.
Why did he rush that? I mean, I understand your guys are tired, but why would you ice that? That seemed odd. That was an odd play.
That's going to put Canada with 3 defensemen now, isn't it?
Yeah, they have 3 D out there, 2 tired forwards.
Yeah, it looked like he had Stone going up the middle there.
Yeah, like I get they're tired, but you could do something else with that puck there. That's a tough play. That's a tough play from a Stanley Cup champion. I'm just saying. I just want to throw it out there. Like late in the first. What are we doing? Shots are now 8-6. Canada's due for a power play. We know. Game management, you know. These are NHL refs. Would like my power play soon, please. Thanks. Marner's taking this face off against Vincent Trocheck, who is a pretty good at 56% face-off guy. He wins this face-off, and it's shot towards the net, but they're going to redo it. So, let me get this straight. You got an icing against tired forwards of Canada, and Mike Sullivan says, let's put Vincent Trocheck and JT Miller on the ice. Good God.
JT's having a good year, though, so you might as well.
Yeah, well,
it benefits Canada.
Depends what you're at. You classify as a good year. He gets a shot off, and Binnington makes the save. So Canada will get a change here. That is actually an ideal outcome for Canada there. That is...
You think Coop goes with the big line here?
Ooh,
40 seconds left.
I feel like it could be the third line coming out. Or not third line, sorry, excuse me. The fourth line coming out, but I'm not sure. Suzuki was out there, so I don't know if that second line would go. See what he does here. Sorry, I'm mixing up my lines here. Suzuki is on the third line. Yeah, it's a top line. You're right, Casey. The lawyer, John Coop, goes back to his... makes sense. Minute left. You just killed the penalty. Tom Harley has JT Miller.
Horvat's out there with McDavid right now.
Yep.
Horvat MacKinnon.
So Macklin comes off that line to end this period. Thomas Harley had JT Miller in a DDT headlock there for a second, and JT Miller didn't like that.
Oh, no, Doughty.
Ooh, that's a tough giveaway by Drew Doughty. He gets beat too. Nice back check by Nate MacKinnon. Ooh, nice save by Jordan Binnington. 3 seconds. Eat it. Eat it. Out to Celebrini. Celebrini tries to get it up, but that's the end of the period. It's 1-0 USA. Shots are 8-7 for Canada. Good period by both teams, I have to say. I feel like Canada did set the tone, but it slowed down near the end there. And I feel like it will open back up in the second period. Canada has lots of time to get on the board here. They've come back from worse in this tournament, but obviously USA is going to put the foot to gas here as well. They're not going to let up. It's far from over, but pretty good first period. But what do you guys make of that first period? What do you think needs to happen here in the second, third? We're a long ways away from this ending. I still think.
I don't know if it's a crazy take. I wouldn't mind splitting up that top. We know 3 of those guys are dominant. Celebrini, McDavid, MacKinnon. What's your guys' thoughts on maybe taking one off the top line, just putting them on that second line? Because it feels like a lot of the top line comes out, they dominate. And of course, the other lines are doing their job, but it doesn't feel as dominant. Maybe taking one of the guys off, putting them down just to see can you get something going within the middle 6, say.
Yeah, I like putting Wilson back up there, to be honest with you. I think maybe taking him off that rat line, moving him up to the top line again. And, you have, their top line is the Kachucks, so they're physical. So that matchup probably needs some physicality as well with Tom Wilson. And the thing is with Wilson, he's a guy who's going to park it in front of the net. So guys like Cale Makar can throw him on net, and maybe we can get a deflection in front. I think we might see that going into this second period because it's worked in this tournament before. So they might go back to what's worked, and maybe we see MacKinnon mix it up with Marner and Stone maybe.
Could see that, yeah. And, when talking about mixing up the lines, I said it last stream. I was like, at some point you need to get something else going with the rest of the lineup. Otherwise, you're dead, right? So I don't mind that idea, KC, either, of Tom Wilson back up on the top line, at least for a little bit. See like what happens. You have at least the second period to play with, I think, because it's going to be a tight game still. And if it's not working, you go back to what you were doing, I guess. But I feel like they're going to have to do something. But anyway, I wanted to get to we have a lot of people watching here right now, and that's on Leafs Digest, NHL Digest, and Canucks Digest from coast to coast. Shout out to everybody watching. Let us know if you're watching right now, where you're watching from, whether it's Canada, US, Sweden, Czechia, Finland, wherever you're watching from. Let us know. And yeah, it's been great so far, and the support on all these streams has been awesome, especially at shout out to everybody watching at, I mean, it's 8 a.m. Eastern, which is tough. I know you guys got to sleep in a little bit, but yeah, it's a little tough here on the East.
You gotta love Newfoundland Standard Time for games like this.
I would argue, only for games like this. As Mark knows, covering the Canucks. When the Canucks games start, 12
between 11:30 and 12 o'clock. Yeah, so it's about a 2:30 conclusion.
Oh my, that's
all
horrible.
that to watch them lose. But listen, I love the teams, so.
Yeah. Well, I'm so sorry. Tilly on Leafs Digest is watching from England, so I want to shout out them. Shout out to
we got someone on NHL from Lima, Peru right now. Shout out Peru.
Shout out Peru, and there's a lot of people. Who was it? Oh yeah, Mark. He's back again. He was watching from New Zealand. He's been watching the last couple.
Yeah,
so
he said it's 2:30 a.m. Monday morning for him.
That's crazy.
Feels like a Canucks game for me.
Mark, yeah. Mark is in the future, so shout out to Mark watching us in the past. Mark, what happens in the game, man? Let us know, man. That's we're out here watching. You can just let us know what happens in the game. You're living in the future. This panel, by the way, is packed. Did they bring more seats over from? This is a packed panel. We got James Doughty, Kevin Bieksa, Elliot Friedman, Cassie Campbell, Pascal, and one other. I cannot. Cheryl Pounder's there as well. We just went to a wide shot, but yeah, there is. I don't know if you guys noticed this too. The intermissions are a lot shorter at the Olympics.
Yes,
15 minutes. They're back. They're ready to rock.
I think it's the proper way to do it.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah, but the NHL is all it's all advertising, right? And then they'll come out for the second period, and then the organization, the game ops is like, welcome back to the ice, your team, and everyone's like, yeah. It's like, let's just drop the puck, we know why we're here. Put the fries in the bag, that's everything. But but yeah, this has been a lot of fun. I still feel hopeful. I think this is gonna be, it's only 1-0. Should be a lot of fun. I'm trying to think of some players. I mean, we didn't even see Darcy Kemper in this tournament. I haven't seen. Is Sam Reinhart dressed today? I don't even know.
I don't think I've seen him on the ice.
I haven't seen him on the ice. Brad Marchand is playing, but he played last game. Sam Reinhart was in the game.
Yeah, Reinhart's the extra forward.
Yeah, so I guess he hasn't played at all. He better be on the bike right now, because he's going to be called upon.
We've seen Theodore, he's the extra defenseman, but we haven't seen Reinhart.
I feel like we won't see Theodore again after that.
I know. I also feel like for Tom Harley, I know he's a great player, but Shea Theodore is Shea Theodore. So I wonder if he's hurt for him to be the extra defenseman, because that's a little shocking to me. Stanley Cup champion, all these intangibles he brings to the table. So it's interesting. Speaking of Stanley Cup champion, Jordan Binnington. He's been okay. Been okay in this game. He's made some good saves.
I feel like Blues fans said that all year too. He's been okay.
He's been just okay. Just okay. Lizard. Sorry, go ahead.
I think the only thing, obviously USA has good talent. I'm not going to sit here and say not, but it feels like USA always has, for the past couple of years, that edge in goaltending.
Yeah.
Maybe Logan Thompson was the one, but we know that's...
At this
it's
point,
big game Benner though.
It's big game Benner,
man. Big game Benner.
At this point, true. I don't think I would rather see anyone else in net than Jordan Binnington for Canada at this point. I have to be honest. I don't care what his save percentage is. At the end of the day, the guy wins. So
He's not afraid to get into a fight either, you know,
I know,
if he needs to.
I know. Like, he's got the dog in him, he's ready to go. But
Even in the games he looks bad, we've seen him come up with those big saves, especially going into overtime, the Czech game, I believe.
yeah, he made big saves there. He made a timely save last game too. I mean, it could have been over. Finland would have been on their way here, and that would have been that. But I did want to get to a comment from Lizard Jesus on Leafs Digest. I love the username. Let's go Canada. Yes, let's go Canada. Also, we got a couple on NHL Digest, a couple American flags going in the chat. So shout out to you guys for watching. Alicia saying that she's visiting Lima. She lives in New Jersey. So that's less impressive. You shouldn't have said that. We thought you were in Peru.
We got someone saying they know John Cooper from back in the day, so you need to ring him up and tell him to put Wilson back on that top line right now.
Oh, John Cooper is from my hometown. Knew him back in the day. Yeah, call him up. Call him. Put his number in chat. Put his number in chat right now.
Don't do that.
I'm gonna call him right now. I have something to say. Greg is watching while eating breakfast and working the morning shift in London, Ontario. Shout out to you.
Should have been a mandatory day off for everyone.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. There's people working in bars right now. Hard. There's people working hard in bars right now. Since like 5:30 in the morning. I was actually talking to somebody yesterday. Went out for dinner. And I was like, what's going on here tomorrow morning? And they're like, yeah, we're open at 5:30. And I was like, wow. And they're like, yeah, I'm back here as well. And I was like, that seems ridiculous. I mean, that's just, I mean, it's not going to happen again, right? Like, this will be it for the next 4 years. And I don't even know where the next Winter Olympics is, to be honest with you. But, these people are, everybody's up early today doing their thing. So you're either drinking.
I might be wrong, but I think the next Olympics might be in Switzerland. I think.
Switzerland.
If I could be wrong on that one though, someone let us know in the chat.
That'll be good. That might be trip worthy.
The hockey games I thought were going to be played in Switzerland with how long it took that arena to be built.
I don't. Pye, it's still not done. It's still not.
Yeah.
It's and then they're gonna take it apart, just like they did in where was the World Cup in 2022? Qatar. They took like the stadiums apart, and they were like, here, take these seats.
It's a Lego set.
Yeah. Yes.
It's crazy how like it took so long for them to build this stadium, but like for wrestling, for example, when they went to Saudi Arabia, they built the Royal Rumble arena in 26 days.
Yeah.
Like the entire arena. So.
I remember it was January, I think it was 5th, and somebody took a picture of it, and they're like, hey, so the stadium where this event is going to take place doesn't exist yet. And we were all like, oh, cool. And they fixed it. Like, not fixed it, like, they got it done. And it looked pretty good. So, they got it done here, but they also said, like, the dressing rooms are not, I don't know if you guys saw, they were just showing it, like, Canada's pregame speech, US's pregame speech. Those dressing rooms are tiny. Like, those are closets. That reminds me of, like, my junior tournaments, like when I was a kid. Like, here you go, guys. Here's the key to your dressing room. You're like, oh, that's a closet. Can we get our dressing room?
I think they sent down the Arizona Coyotes trailers from their arenas. Horrible.
From
their so-called arena, the Mullet Arena.
Mullet Arena.
Yeah.
They sent. That's right.
Darius, I know you were talking about the ice conditions earlier, and I think it's been like a thing around the entire Olympics. I mean, speed skaters have been saying how bad the ice has been. Figure skaters have been saying how bad the ice is. Like any sport that's happened on ice, I feel like all the athletes have said the ice hasn't been up to par, especially curling too. They've been talking about how bad the ice has been. So, it sucks that that's the conditions that we're in, but Canada's thriving. So, they always do. I mean, they won gold in curling. Hopefully, knock on wood, we can do the same today.
Definitely. And it's not just the ice too. I saw an interview from a Canadian yesterday on the slopes as well. So like all the skiers are complaining too that like the conditions are just horrific. So that is what it is. I just want to give a shout out. I know it was a spelling mistake to Lit Gaming, but it made me laugh a little bit. He said Austin Mattress is killing us. But he means Austin Matthews. And I just thought that was funny. We have H- in the chat. Go USA from Detroit, USA. Also, Alicia was saying that it's still impressive that she's in Peru. I would agree, but you should have just left it at like I live in Peru. I thought that would have been like more mysterious. That would have been like, oh wow, somebody watching from Peru. It's very But still, shout out to you. because I know sometimes I travel and the Wi-Fi is not that good. So thank you for watching our stream. Even bars, we got immunity saying even bars opened in Mexico. Not like that's such a stretch though. That's pretty funny. We're also live on Canucks Digest too, so
Shout out our West Coast viewers up early for this one.
6 o'clock in the morning there right now. Shout out to everybody watching. Bubble Guy saying, you know, you can watch for free on CBC Gem. Yes, that is what we're doing. Although you can only watch it for free if you are a Canadian. Just wanted to point that out as people have found out the hard way, I guess, over the last few days. So, end of the first period here, by the way. 1-0 for USA. Canada did quite well at the Olympics as well in terms of bringing some medals home. It was nice to see. And a lot of good stories so far this year.
What do you think the talk is like in the American dressing room right now? They're up 1 goal. What do you think they're saying in there?
If it was me, it's a mix of we need to get to the net more. Like, they're doing a good job, but continue to do that. And probably the overall message from some of the leaders in the room is we're a good team, keep doing what we're doing. Because you're up 1-0, you want that, like, positive reinforcement. You want a lot of that. And honestly, I have to say, like, it's probably the same message in the Canadian room. Like, we've come back twice. Do not let up. Keep going. Keep going. I think that's what the message is right now. And it's probably pretty quiet in there otherwise, because especially the Canadian room, there is a lot of champions in that room. Like, if you look at the trophy discrepancy between the two teams, like, US is less experienced in terms of winning, right? So I feel like that's probably the message. Do you feel the same way? Like, I feel like it is something. It's only the first period, right? I feel like it might get a little noisier in the second, but yeah.
Yeah, like you said, there's a lot of leaders in the Canada room, especially. I mean, you know, Crosby being out might be hard. He might be still around the room in their missions. Who knows? But I think yeah, you're leaning on guys like Marchand. I think in this, like he's not he doesn't have a letter, but he's a great leader. You love him or you hate him. He's a great player. He's a great leader. I think he's a guy that a lot of players in that room respect. And I think words from him are definitely going to have an impact on the guys more than, you know, maybe like a Celebrini or something. You know, like he's the guy who's been there, he's done it. And I think we're leaning on him heavy. And I think he's very vocal too. And I think that's what the Canada team kind of responds with is a vocal leader. And you know we've all seen how passionate McDavid is as well. You know, obviously in that Prime documentary when he was crashing out, you know, in the Stanley Cup final. But when you hear words of encouragement from guys that you respect, it's only going to get you fired up a little bit more, especially for you know maybe a few of the younger guys in the room.
Definitely, and I think you know. Canada is one of those teams, like, for all the talk of who's wearing a letter on Team USA, Canada is one team that, like, we all knew Crosby was going to get the seat. If it wasn't Crosby, it's McDavid. Beyond that, you could throw a letter on anybody and we'd be like, cool, makes sense, right? Like, that's the type of team that they have over there. And I like your point about Marchand. That is a guy that's seen everything, right? Like, including like Crosby. There's so many guys that've seen everything, but the McDavid thing too. I don't think this is a crash out game for him because it's different with the Oilers. Like, you play a whole season together, like, you know each other like that. So I think McDavid's probably, I don't know, I can't say. Maybe he's yelling at maybe he's slapping everyone in the room right now. Wake up. Wake up. This is my gold medal. This is my moment. I need to beat Crosby out for the moment. But no, I think, it's something that's gotta get going.
Like I said before the game, I think it's a McDavid legacy game. He needs to have a big performance here because when it matters, hasn't really showed up in the big games, and he needs to have a Crosby-esque golden goal moment to kind of cement his legacy. And maybe that's weighing on him, you know, maybe it is, but you know, McDavid is the best player in the world, in my opinion. So I think we're going to see him come out with a chip on his shoulder and try to create some offense here.
I want to throw this out to you guys. I want to get to some comments from the chat as well, because a lot of people are commenting. Shout out to Dino in the chat right now. What's up? Connor McDavid, if he wins this gold medal here today, right? And he gets a Stanley Cup, because times have changed and it's so much harder to win now, I believe. Like, to go back to back is even hard, right? The teams used to win 4 cups in a row, like the Montreal Canadiens. Like, that'll never happen, right? But I think, like, if he gets at least a cup, forget the gold medal, but if he gets a gold medal too, I think he's the best player ever. Period. Full stop. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I think Connor McDavid, in my eyes, would be the best player ever because of what he does on the ice, and then he would have like the accolades. He would have individual trophies, and he would have everything, at least one of everything you could possibly win in terms of a team trophy. So I don't know if you guys feel the same way. I'll start with Mark, but I truly believe that. Like, he's not there yet, but I think if he does get those things, like, he would truly be the best player ever.
Before I get to that comment, I just want to give a shout out to Tyler Darnell. He said McDavid needs to step up, go Canada, and the Canucks chat. Also, another comment. Yes, my hair is real. I have just puffy hair. I have a lot of it.
And we're not AI. We're not AI. I don't know why I keep saying this comment. We're not AI.
To get to your question, oh god, the hair one threw me off. It feels like McDavid, listen, as a Canucks fan, it's hard to cheer for, of course, an Edmonton Oiler. But at the end of the day, yeah, it's one of those players. We haven't really seen this, of course, Pride and Crosby. We've seen Nathan MacKinnon come into the league. But it feels like Connor McDavid, with his speed, with his skill set, if he can continue going to the finals, actually winning a cup, getting this gold medal, and kind of putting that legacy out, it doesn't shock me to say he's the top 5 player of all time. And that might be a hot take because, of course, you have a lot of great talent, but I don't know.
I think it's that far-fetched, right, KC?
That's a tough one for me, man. Like, to say that he's the best player ever is
Not the best player for sure.
It's hard to say though, like, because I think Crosby's still above him in my mind. Like, I know how dominant McDavid is. Like, I know how great offensively he is. How he just walks through offenses like he's like nothing, like they're nothing. And yes, he's a great player, but to say he's the best player ever if he wins a cup and gets a gold medal, I don't know. I definitely agree with Mark. I definitely think he could be top 5, but to say he's better than like a Crosby or an Ovechkin, it's hard to say. I'd say he's probably better than Ovechkin if he gets those accolades, but to say he's better than Crosby and even Gretzky, I think that's a bit of a stretch, but
well, he'd be better. Happens. He would be better. The game is more than just goal scoring. He would be better than Ovechkin, I think. That wouldn't be hard to argue. But you're right with the Crosby thing. Crosby has 3 cups. He has 2 Olympic gold and could have 3 today. So I get that. I just think like the sport is different now, right? So it's much harder to win at any, like, the cup, Olympics, everything. Like, the sport is so much better. Like, teams like, I don't know, every team is better. Like, look at Slovakia now, right? Like, they were never that. They're much better now. A lot of these teams are getting better, and even Latvia, right?
Even Czechia too. Czechia is a great nation. Yeah,
it's an amazing program now. So Jack Eichel with a nice shot from the dot there. Nice save by Jordan Binnington. We have a defensive zone faceoff for Team USA here. Also want to give a couple shout outs to some people in chat. We have a hand pass off the faceoff here. MacKinnon, Marner, and Stone in the starting lineup. I actually did not notice that off the faceoff, so they're changing some things up. That's interesting. Matt is saying that he respects the lettuce mark, so shout out to your lettuce. End timer, go Canada. Hello from Newfoundland. We got 2 Newfoundlanders here right now on stream, also from Newfoundland. So 1984 Islanders were the best team in history. That sure. Sure.
We got Gone Climbing in the chat, watching from Argentina.
There we go. Argentina. Dylan Larkin rules. Michigan born, watching from Argentina. Yeah, shout out to you. Yeah. I guess he's gone climbing in Argentina. That's that checks out. I don't know if they have. I don't know if you can go climbing there. I don't know if they have mountains. I've never been. And with my Portuguese background, I may never be. Who knows? Who knows? I got to stick to my guy. World Cup coming up this year too. We got a lot going on this year in terms of sports. That should be a lot of fun too. Connor McDavid.
And we got the World Baseball Classic as well.
That too, right? When does that go down? In the summer, I think, right?
I think soon. Like, I think it might be
May,
like March, maybe.
Yeah.
Or May. March
McDavid.
May.
Ooh, McDavid almost scores. That just squeaks past Connor Hellebuyck and wide of the net. Sorry to cut you off, KC. Things are happening on the ice. We got Shea Theodore playing with Cale Makar right now. Early in the period. I don't know what that's about. Still yet to see Sam Reinhart.
We thought we wouldn't see Theodore again.
Well, I guess you got to give the guy a chance, right? Jacob Slavin tries to just throw that puck on net. He misses. Right now on the ice, this is an interesting... Celebrini's out there with Wilson, I think, but I don't think McDavid's out there. Oh, he is. Okay, so we're back to the classics. John Cooper's going back to the classics. Sanderson shoots just wide of the net again. They're clearly targeting something on the glove side on Binnington, or just trying to get a shot off the pad.
Seems like they're looking for that big rebound.
Yeah. Create some chaos there. Larkin tries to get at the front of the net. He's closed off by Colton Parayko. Gensel grabs it. He's circling around. He's going to get it down. He's trying to get it to Matt Boldy. Quinn Hughes back with the puck. He gets hit by Sam Bennett, who hasn't run over any goalies yet in this game. We're making progress here, guys. That's really good.
Big step in the right direction.
Yeah. UC Saros actually spoke out about that. I don't know if you saw that. He said that's what he does. So we're just used to it at this point. So I thought that was really funny. A lot of good quotes in this tournament. People are not holding back. A lot of players not holding back. That's given away to Hagel. That's onside because it was thrown back in the zone by USA's player. Makar stops it at the line. He gets it to the net. It's blocked in front. Jarvis to the point. To Makar. He has space at the point. He's trying to dipsy doodle. He can't. But he gets the puck back from Jack Hughes.
I feel like a big part of this game and a storyline that people aren't talking about is the Quinn versus Cale. I feel like this is going to be a big deciding factor on who people say is the best.
I think that's
it's a great point.
It's a good point, although I don't know if it's true, but I think that is true that coming out of this, a lot of people are going to talk about that. Because Quinn did not play last year, so. And I think he's a great defenseman. I mean, that's 1 and 2 in the league, let's be honest, right? So. And number 3 for me now, I think it's Mo Sider. Sorry, I mean Mo Riley. Morgan Riley. If the list is upside down. Mitch Marner to center ice. He gets it to Mark Stone. Mark Stone dumps it in. Mitch Marner's going to give chase.
Marner, Stone, McDavid out there right now.
McDavid is playing every other shift with other guys. Like, he is just... got to win, right? Parayko shoots. Nice stop by Connor Hellebuyck. That was kind of a knuckle puck. Going back to the Mighty Ducks days here. Team Canada. McDavid gives it away. He's trying to get it in front. Matthews trying to dump it in. He does. He chips it in. Canada will regroup. Sanheim to center. It's chipped in by Marner. He tries to get it into Stone. Stone's trying to get it in front, and that's chipped away. Nice play by Jack Eichel in the back check there. Marner with a nice chip play. Wilson tries to get it in on goal. Canada's going to need a change here. Marner keeps it in. Nice play. Got 3 guys on the line here. The first for Tom Harley. He shoots. That's stopped. Sorry, that hit the post. Marchand wins the puck. He shoots. It's stopped by Hellebuyck. Fourth line's
nice
out there for
little move
Canada.
by Marchand there.
Yeah, he does. He's good with that. Nice hit by Marchand too. Wilson's in there. Somebody's feeling it. Harley shoots. That's blocked. It's just sitting there in front. Wilson wants to send Boldy through the boards, but Boldy will dump it in because he's got the foot speed. And Makar brings it up the ice. Canada is pushing the pace now. They are buzzing. Makar gets it into the zone. Could capitalize here if you're Canada. Sam Reinhart's on the ice, ladies and gentlemen. He is on the ice in front of the net. He has made his debut in this game. Reinhart has it in front. He puts it to the front. That was close. For those of you who missed the last stream against Finland, I spent a good 2.5 minutes dumping. Oh, no. Nice save by Jordan Binnington. Big save, Binnington. That was a horrific turnover in front to Brock Nelson. I spent 2.5 minutes dumping on Sam Bennett. Like a good, like solid 2 minutes. Ooh, shot by Bo Horvat just wide. And he scored immediately with that deflection. So I don't know if I should continue to talk bad about him. But we need some more bodies in front of the net, I think, for Canada. Nice play, nice chip play, and a nice save by Connor Hellebuyck, who's been busy in this period. Shots are now 12-10 for Canada. Here's MacKinnon. That hits a stick. That should have been picked up by an official, and it gets out to center. McDavid is back on the ice. He's with Celebrini, who's buying time. He dumps it back. Canada it's been all Canada in this period except for one really good scoring chance and a giveaway. Got 13-13 left here in this period. McDavid out to center.
Oh,
He's tripped up. They're not calling that, I don't think. I don't see a hand up. He's just so fast. Yeah, you miss it, I guess. Binnington tries to stop it. He doesn't. Jack Hughes gets it. He throws it in front to Dylan Larkin, but he can't handle it. Larkin gets it to Tage Thompson. Big save by Binnington, and he'll cover that up. 12:46 left. Woo, in the second period. Canada's buzzing there with a couple good chances in the offensive zone. Cycling lines, and this is a good opportunity to take advantage of it. The Canadian women's team is watching this game. They're still there. They're in attendance. But good opportunity here to tie the game because of the long change. Canada knows how to take advantage of that. There's a lot of Florida Panthers who, their game plan is literally that. Tampa plays the same style. So take advantage and score a goal here. But Mark, I'll start with you. Almost halfway through the period here, how we feeling? Canada, they look a lot better. I feel like they've not looked bad in this game, but USA is defending very well, and you got Connor Hellebuck in there.
I think it's the big thing is we're seeing them split the lines up, which I think is looking a lot better. Of course, they're going to double shift a lot of the guys, MacKinnon, McDavid, but it feels like at this point, you just got to put bodies in front. A goaltender could be the best in the world, but you take his eyes from him. Obviously, they're not going to save everything. I think you got to get a quick one. We've seen Connor Hellebuck falter quite a bit with the Winnipeg Jets after allowing a goal, so it's going to be weird to say, of course, the next one's a big one. You tie the game, of course. Mark's stupid for saying this, but I think that next goal to tie this is going to be the biggest one of the game for sure.
Definitely. KC?
Yeah, I think they need to get a greasy one, like Mark said. I think they need bodies in front. I think the USA's defense is too good to try to, break down with using your skill. And obviously, you got a lot of good skill guys on Canada, but I think for their first one, they need a greasy one. They need a guy like Bennett or Wilson or Reinhart to be parked in front and just bang home a rebound or tip one down. And I think that's how they're going to get back into this game because right now it looks like USA's defense is shutting them down very effectively. Yes, they've had some great chances across the crease and stuff, but Hellebuck's just been reading that fantastically so far.
Yeah, he has. He looks dialed, and he's bound to have a good game in a high pressure situation, right? So, and he didn't have a bad game in the last finals last year. He was good. It was just McDavid's wide open in the slot. He's going to put that in. So. We'll see how the rest of this game goes. But yeah, USA is defending quite well. Canada's getting the chances that they can, but I think they are still dictating play in this game, which is good. But we're about to have a face-off here in the Canadian zone after a big stop by Jordan Binnington. I do want to get to some comments as well. That apparently Sam Reinhart was on the ice earlier this game. I didn't notice, so I apologize. I hope he scores. All my feelings aside again. Jack Hughes one-on-one with Colton Parayko, but he's stripped of the puck by Tom Wilson, who gets it up to Brad Marchand, who tries to make a move and falls. Could argue he was tripped, depending what country you cheer for. Tage Thompson has it to the point. Quinn Hughes has it on the line. He shoots. It's deflected. Nice save. Ooh, that's a tough giveaway to Jack Hughes again. Fourth line out there for Canada on a defensive zone faceoff. What a save by Binnington. Did he stop that, or did Tage Thompson miss that? What a save by Binnington if he gets that.
Looked like he might have got his toe on it.
Yeah. This was a choice to start this fourth line in the defensive zone against that line, but okay. We ride. I think Canada is also the home team for this game, which means they get last change, so they survive it, though. They survive it. Big save by Binnington. He shoots it out to center. It's going to go almost the length of the ice. Jacob Slavin has it. He's going to put it up.
The refs are really letting a lot go this game, man.
Yep. Which
Seems
shocks
like
me
they're just letting them play, yeah.
Which is good, obviously. That's what you want in a gold medal game. But how do you call that penalty then earlier in the game? Yeah. Kachuk shoots it towards the net. The other Kachuk has it. He gets it to Jack Eichel. Round the net, to the point, round the horn. Favor puts it back down deep. Brady Kachuk has it. He's working along the boards. He's knocked down by Devon Taves. McDavid is back on the ice again. This guy is going to play the whole game. Every other shift. Now McDavid's out there with Marner, and talk about a legacy game, man. He's playing every other shift. He's out there with Marner and Stone now. Suzuki, sorry, have a seat. We'll see you in a few minutes. McDavid out to center. He's got a breakaway. Oh, he just puts it wide of the net. Nice save by Connor Hellebuck. That would have been the opportunity to tie the game. That is tough. That is tough. Nice play by Mark Stone. Here we go. Brandon Hagel. He is clearly held up. That's got to be a penalty on USA, and it is. Suzuki's going after somebody.
McDavid right back out.
McDavid, you are back on the ice. There is your Brandon Hagel moment. That's great. The penalty is going to Jake Gensel of Team USA, and Canada will go to their first power play of this game. Connor McDavid almost ties the game on a breakaway. Probably too many moves. Connor Hellebuck didn't move at all.
It was a great chance. I think he just got jammed up at the end. Like he was just going too fast, and he was just didn't really know what. He couldn't make a decision in time. It seemed like.
Yep. But we got a power play coming up here. Got a power play graphic for you guys here live on stream. There you go, just so you know that they're on the power play when they are or not. But that is a hold. So Canada will go to work here. A couple of the guys might be tired. I mean, McDavid's played at least 6 minutes of this game, this period so far. Maybe a little bit less probably, but somewhere in that area. It's got to be up there.
And McDavid is out there.
McDavid is out there with MacKinnon, Celebrini. Is it Celebrini? Sorry. Yeah, he's out there. Makar is out there. JT Miller and I believe Vincent Trocheck are penalty killers for USA. Canada 7-for-16 on the power play here in this tournament, 43%, which is crazy. Makar gets all the way through. He's being held up. Another penalty coming to USA. 5-on-3 coming for Canada. If there was ever a time, Charlie McAvoy is going to the box for hooking or holding. A lot of people in the crowd today, I just wanted to shout this out too, based on some of the shots, are all athletes from Canada. Like, looks like a lot of the athletes that are done are here in attendance for this one.
Probably not cheap tickets.
I would assume not, but that's a great rush by Cale Makar. That's class.
Yeah.
That's class. He gets hooked up. So we got almost, it's a minute 30 here, 5-on-3 for Canada. You can really get to work. I mean, look at the skill that's on the ice right now. This is
a big moment.
This is a big moment. If for either team, like this is a momentum switcher for either team completely. USA wins another draw. Brock Nelson with the win off that one. They'll get it the length of the ice. Face-offs have been an issue for Canada.
The US haven't let a power play goal this whole tournament.
Yep, 100% penalty killing. Crazy stat, actually. That This is what these moments are for here. Although I don't think they've been down 5-on-3. MacKinnon sends that to the moon. The Martians made the stop on that one. And it gets out to Makar at the blue line. McDavid gives the puck away. And it's going to go down the length of the ice. 56 seconds left here in this penalty. Crowd is into it right now.
A lot of USA chants going on in Milano right now.
Yeah. As expected, 100%. Celebrini to McDavid, back to Celebrini. He's trying to get to the slot, back to Celebrini. He shoots, that's blocked, and it's cleared the length of the ice. 30 seconds left in the 5-on-3. Canada will have 30 seconds of power play time still, 5-on-4 once this is done. McDavid into the zone. He gets it to MacKinnon. These guys are going to play the whole power play. Shea Theodore is also out there as the point guy here. Makar has gotten
Celebrini been out there the whole time too.
Here's McDavid back to Celebrini shoots, that stopped. It's loose, but they blow the whistle. And it's probably a good thing for Canada because that was going to get out and all the way down the ice. And there's 8 seconds left here. So there will be a defensive zone face-off. And Canada has struggled in the dot. McDavid is not happy.
I want to shout out Bennington for keeping that alive with a long stretch pass. That's the big thing with him as a goaltender. He moves the puck so well.
He's a good puck mover, 100%. He does more than just like get hot and try to beat people up, which is what I think his reputation around the league is.
He does do that, but
he does do
not
that
the only thing.
Yeah. And, hiding pucks from all-time goal scorers and stuff like that, but that's fine. We don't got to talk about that on stream. Still 5-on-3.
Still seems like they have It still seems like they have Celebrini as the target man, even on the power play, which is very interesting.
Very interesting, yeah. He's got a good shot, right? Like, Makar has it. Something going off the draw here. Makar has it. He's walking in, shoots it. Oh, just missed wide of the net. Marchand was on the doorstep looking for that. It's to the point to Makar. He passes off again. Marner's dancing. Marchand's trying to shoot it off. That's going to get the length of the ice. 15 seconds left here. That's a huge, I mean, if you're going to tie the game, you want to do it on a 5-on-3, right?
Yeah, you got to give credit where credit's due. Great kill.
Now Marner ices the puck. 5 seconds left here.
And I would say it's a great kill by Hellebuck because he was dialed on that.
He was dialed, yeah. He wants that. He wants that medal. Shots are 17-13 now for Canada. It's still 1-0 USA on a defensive breakdown in the first period. Although I guess every goal in any situation is a defensive breakdown. But nice save by Connor Hellebuck on Marchand. And that was probably his least impressive save of the entire sequence, which is crazy. I love the, I just wanted to say too, I love the narrative that like the refs are helping Canada throughout this whole tournament, as if they didn't like come back the whole time themselves. Like every game they've been down.
Or get scored on with 8 players on the ice on the opposing team.
I think Canada's so good at the international level that like the narrative from other countries always has to be like the officials are in the back pocket because like that's the only thing to say, right? So that shot by Sam Bennett goes high and out. It's deflected off. So I just have to laugh at that narrative sometimes. Like, oh, of course you're getting bailed out by the refs. I'm like, that's crazy.
I feel like that's always the case for like good teams though. Like everybody always says, "Oh, the refs helping them out." Even in the NHL and the Stanley Cup Finals, like
it's true.
Oh, the Panthers are getting helped out by the refs. You know, like I feel like it's always that narrative.
Well, look at look at the Panthers. What everyone says about them. At the end of the day, they are a good hockey team. Like I can respect it. You know what I mean? Like you can't like. You think the refs are in your back pocket to win a Stanley Cup? Like that's the only thing that matters? I don't know. I think it's a little ridiculous. Do they get away with stuff in terms of like player safety? Yeah, I'm on board with that. I'm on board with that. But in a game, like, you know, they beat the Oilers twice in a row. It is what it is. It's not because of the refs. Give me a break, you know.
They just got a bunch of rats there that can draw out penalties.
Exactly.
That's exactly what Hagel just did.
Yep.
We're Team Canada.
It's true, right? But how do you draw penalties, right? You got to be a dog. You got to be a hound on that puck, right? And that's what he was doing on that play specifically. So that's yeah. Got a lot of Americans in the chat as well. Go USA from a couple different people here. Also, Mark is saying skill-wise, hockey now versus 20 to 30 years ago. Enter McDavid into the Gretzky era, and he would destroy everybody. Hockey is better now than ever, so how can you not say that he's the best player now, or that the best player now wouldn't be the best player in different eras? So, you know. And some people are saying
it's the same debate.
Yeah,
it's the same debate in basketball with LeBron and the Jordan era. You know, it's kind of the same thing in hockey with McDavid and the Gretzky era.
Although I like the argument with the LeBron thing is that it was more physical. I think LeBron would be fine in that era, to be honest with you, just because of his stature. But at the same time, like I get the argument, I get it. But what's it called? Give Gretzky some like modern skates, and we'll see what happens. Give him like a stick that can act like has a curve, and I would like to see him play. Gretzky, notoriously couldn't raise the puck. That's the whole. I'm joking. It's the whole narrative. You guys see that stuff online? Like Gretzky can't raise the puck. Like how can you possibly say that he's the best player?
On the ground.
That's right. Yeah, well, he scored still. It's fine.
Oh.
Holy smokes! What just happened there? Is that McAvoy? McAvoy went for a bit of a.
McAvoy went figure skating on that one.
Yeah. Boldy does take him out. Like, I don't think you can call that, but Boldy does get in his way. The McAvoy, that could have been dangerous. Nice hops by McAvoy. Yeah. Shout out to him. Also getting the fishbowl off after getting smacked in the face a couple of weeks ago. Pretty nasty hit from the... Can't remember the player on the Panthers. Don't think he's a regular NHLer. Nobody on the Panthers this year, to be fair, is a regular NHLer. Another giveaway to Matthews in the slot.
We got a lot of Go USAs in the NHL Digest chat here.
Yep. Hagel's giving chase against McAvoy. He takes him in. Kachuk plays the puck up. Still a 1-0 game. Very tight, as we all expected. Great opportunity for Canada there to tie the game on a 5-on-3 a couple minutes ago, but doesn't happen. We got 6:54 left in this second period. Off the side of the net to the front of the net. Nice clearance by Shea Theodore, who's playing more now. As that 7.
We were so wrong about him not playing a lot.
Oh, no. Yeah. He's in this game. He's in this game. Sanheim is late to that. McDavid's getting out to chips it out to center, and he's giving chase. I feel like there's been a lot of lulls in this game. Like, you'll have these moments, and then there's a lot of, like, just this, like, couple, like broken plays like this. McDavid out to center again. He's going off for a change. USA will regroup behind their net. They're going to break out. Sanderson gets it to Werenski up to center. And then he ices that. 6:05 left in the second period. 1-0 shots, 17-15 for Canada. Celebrini has 5 goals in 5 games in this tournament. No Sidney Crosby for Canada in this one, by the way. Celebrini also has 26 shots on goal in this tournament. That's crazy. So he has a terrible shooting percentage. That's crazy.
I feel like he'll be a captain of this team at some point.
Canada or the Sharks?
Yeah. Both.
It's, yeah. Taves shoots. That goes off the post and out. Like, clean off the post. More low to high from the point. Get bodies in net, please. I would like that. That's how they scored a couple goals in this tournament. Hate this give and go passing stuff. Oh, it's to the front. Skips over a couple sticks. Makar has it at the point. Gets it to Marner. Cross. Oh. Just put wide. They're digging at the side of the net. Still loose. To Marner again. Marner down low. To Suzuki. He's trying to get it to Marner. He loses it. Time to back check, fellas. Big hit by Mark Stone. He's going to offer a change. Makar has it. He settles it down for Devon Taves, who gets it up the ice. Here comes Nick Suzuki, and he's going to shoot. That's deflected high and wide.
Devon Taves in front of the net there on that last play.
Yep. The Canadian defense has been pinching a lot in this tournament, which I like.
Might have been their best opportunity, since that McDavid breakaway was that tip in front there.
Definitely. Shout out to everybody watching on both, all 3, I should say, channels right now. We're live coast to coast on Canucks Digest, Leafs Digest, and NHL Digest. Shout out to everybody watching. Let us know in the chat where you're watching from, because there are a lot of people in the chat right now. So just let us know where you're watching from right now. Whether it's Canada, the US, Czechia, Finland, Sweden, maybe you're in Italy. Let us know. Maybe you're at the game. There was somebody the other day that was at the game. And I was like, why aren't you just watching the game then? It's very odd, but they're here. We got 4040 Bree saying the game's getting too rough for little Mitchy. No comment from me on that one. But I don't know how you guys feel about that. I'm being so serious. No comment from me on that one.
I don't know. I think Mitch is good with physical play. I mean, I think he's always getting into corners. He's not afraid to runs at him.
Yeah, I think he's like... Sorry, go ahead, Mark, if you had any thoughts on
No, I have no thoughts on that. Don't worry.
Okay. He's never been bad at, like, cutting plays off and using his body to do that. I wouldn't say he's, like, the most physical player. But we know what happens in these types of games.
He's thrown a couple in this game, but nothing big.
Yeah. He did the same with the Leafs. He'll throw hits, but they're not, like, impactful. But I don't know. He's also there to make big plays, right? So, not on this team, though.
Yeah.
Not on this team. I mean, he can. I would welcome it with open arms. I hope he scores the winner. But got to get a tie game going here first. Kudos to Canada for not going down 2-0, though, like they have been in this tournament. Parayko shoots, and that's gloved by Connor Hellebuck, who saw that somehow.
Has Colton Parayko put up a point this tournament, or am I crazy to say he's the only one that hasn't?
I don't know. And I wouldn't be surprised if he's the only one to not. Was it Parayko that who was it? That game they won against France 10-2 was a -2? Was it Parayko?
I believe so.
It might have been him or Harley. I can't remember. Shot by Harley. That's blocked in front. He gets it down deep.
Parayko doesn't have a point
There you go.
in 5 games.
Which is like, I don't know. I'm okay with that because that's what he does. Oh, Macklin in front. It's put back in front. And it's cleared. Nice play. Nice play behind the net. That was clever. Back to Macklin Celebrini. They're getting their looks, guys. They're getting their looks. Like, they're pushing. That skips over Sanheim's stick. They'll regroup in their own zone. Drew Doughty up to center. Chipped in by Sam Bennett on goal. That's played to the side. Quinn Hughes has it now, and he'll collect it behind the net. He'll get it up to Jack Hughes, who has it to Dylan Larkin now. Dylan Larkin coming in the zone. He's stopped by Drew Doughty, who stick checks him. That's thrown up the wall by Tom Wilson, but it's stopped. Tage Thompson has it behind the net. He's a big boy. He's going to win most puck battles. Drew Doughty out to center. He gets it up the ice. Nice play by Wilson to protect that. And then it's dumped in by Shea Theodore. That goes the length of the ice down to the Canadian zone again. Cale Makar regroups with Devon Taves. He drops it back. Devon Taves up to Tom Wilson again. Gets it into Cale Makar, who probably should have shot that. Back to Makar. It's sitting in front of the net. It's out to the point. Taves to Makar. Makar is so dynamic. This is crazy. Like, he's in one spot, and then you settle it down, you pass it back to him, and you're like, how'd he get there?
There was a split second I thought it was Drew Doughty skating like that, and I was wondering what was happening, but then I remembered that it is, of course, Cale Makar.
That's right. Big stop by Connor Hellebuck, who... Now we got a scrum going here. There's a lot of punches thrown by Tkachuk in on... Marner's in there.
Sure.
Marner's in there protecting
Tkachuk times 2, are we surprised?
Stone's in there getting grappled. Tkachuk's in there without a helmet. I wonder if there's penalties here. There could be offsetting. I don't think they take just one, right? It is the Olympics. I will say that somebody started that for no reason. Matthew and Brady Tkachuk. There's been so many opportunities just watching that replay of Canada just missing wide. Like, just missing wide. This has been a good game, though. This is everything you want in a gold medal game, right? Could be a lot worse.
So why does Matthew Tkachuk not have M Tkachuk, but Brady Tkachuk has B Tkachuk? I wonder what.
I'm wondering about that,
what's
too.
going on there?
Big bro, little bro thing going on? What's up with that? Brother Tkachuk.
Yeah, brother Tkachuk.
Brother. This is Matthew and this is B Tkachuk. I was thinking about that too. That doesn't make any sense, right? Like, is it because he's older?
No.
Like, I don't get that. Didn't
Daniel Henrik Sedin have D and H? I mean, Mark would probably know that.
I can show you this.
Oh yes. Yeah, he has it here. Play is underway again, by the way. It's 2:37 left. I believe that's iced by Team USA. So we're gonna have an offensive zone face-off for Canada here. H. Sedin, there it is.
Yeah.
Should put that in the background for good luck.
Now, yes, the Vancouver good luck. Now, did Daniel have D. Sedin? I feel like I don't remember that.
I don't think, unless I'm forgetting wrong, but I know a lot of the time they would circle each other after one gets kicked out of the face-off. And
Right.
it would just be Henrik Sedin taking both face-offs, even though he was thrown out.
So smart.
I heard Elmo is becoming the honorary Tkachuk brother as well.
Yes, they met him. They said it was a, what was it, unique opportunity?
Tkachuk is going to be
Tkachuk.
on the next Olympics.
Right. Shots are plays underway again back in the Canadian zone. Stopped by Oh, Bo Horvat out to center. He almost had a breakaway. Shots are 24-15 for Canada. There's 2:20 left here in the period. Oh, good chip in there by Celebrini. Just gets a stick on it, so it's not icing. I was going to say, with the different jersey numbers, to me, I don't think you need the initial. Like, if there was no numbers, then I'd be like, okay, I get why you need to differentiate them, right? Because it's the same last name, but they're wearing different numbers. So, like, on your sheet, it should, like, 7 you would know is Brady Tkachuk. So, that's just how I feel about it. But I also know the players, so I get, like, for people watching, they'd be like, oh, who's B Tkachuk? Let's go find out who B Tkachuk is.
Bob.
Can you imagine if he was Bob Tkachuk? That's pretty, Bob Tkachuk sounds like a, like, fourth liner from, like, the 80s. That you just search up randomly. You're like, oh, Bob Tkachuk played for the Leafs, and like,
Oh,
Makar scores!
Yes.
let's go.
Makar scores! Tie game! 1-1. I just have to say, too, after everything that goes in, are we for real?
It feels
Makar.
like both sides are shooting the exact same spot.
Yes, I totally agree. Makar scores. It is 1-1.
They poked the bear. They threw him on the ice, and he goes out and scores. Perfect.
Cale Makar
Tkachuk's-
scores.
He's
So
got
it's just-
so much room.
They give him a lot of space there. You're right.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Between the pad and blocker. What a shot.
Got the horn going now for the stream. There you go, boys. 1-1.
That's huge.
That is huge. That is huge. Cale Makar from Devon Taves. USA 1. Colorado Avalanche 1. And we are tied here in the gold medal game. Shots are 25-15. Tie game now, and I have to say, I don't want to jinx anything. I don't know if you guys feel differently. I'm not trying to make it a bias thing either, and it is the second period. There's a long change, but USA has not had that much offense going this period. Like, there has not been much there. A couple
Their
good
whole,
ones.
like, they've had shots on net, but it feels like controlled shots by Canada. And they scored on it, but as long as you're not giving up those lapses like we've seen in the first for USA to take the 1-0 lead, I feel more comfortable with how Canada's playing right now.
Right. As a Canadian, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Go ahead, Casey.
It's been all Canada here in this period, and you could tell, like, it's been all Canada all game. I think the States had a good chance, and they got through the defense, and they scored one, and ever since then, I think Canada's been on the attack, and the second period's been all Canada.
Yeah. No, it has. And I mean, the shot totals reflect it. It's not just that. I mean, I would like to see some advanced analytics after the game too, which the Olympics has been horrible with. Like, I can't even find, like, time on ice sometimes. It's ridiculous. But anyway, we got a minute left here in this period. It has been all Canada, at least in my eyes. And, there's been a couple opportunities for Team USA, but just off turnovers, I think, really. I mean, there hasn't been much there. Both teams are shooting to the same spots for some particular reason that we haven't been able to figure out yet. And physicality has taken a step back, I think. Here's MacKinnon out to center. He gets it over the line. He's curling. He shoots. That goes off the glove of Connor Hellebuck.
Just want to give a shout out to the comments. I knocked on wood for all three of us. Don't worry.
Nice. Thank you.
You could see it in the background
I
there.
appreciate that. I also knocked on my... Whoa. Jordan Bennington's doing his best. I don't know if he's doing swimming lessons back in St. Louis this year, but Quinn Hughes has it at the line. Marner... Seth Jarvis, actually. Sorry, not Marner. He gets a high stick, but did that go in or off the post? Shot from the line. Did that go off the crossbar? Here's Jarvis out. He chips it in against Brock Faber.
It looked like it could have been in.
That looks like that could have been in. I'm not going to lie. That didn't look like it went off the post, but we're going to get a replay here. They didn't blow it dead. Nope,
Ooh.
Posting out. Off the post and out. Mike Johnson saying it hit both posts, but to me it looks like it hit the left post and went out. All right, so that didn't go in.
Game of inches.
So as soon as I said USA has no offense, they have their best shift of the period. So I'm gonna stop. So if you guys just want to carry the third, I'm gonna leave, and so I don't jinx anything, and I'll be back once the gold medal is awarded. Got 5 seconds left here. Just kind of scrummed. Shot and saved by Jordan Binnington, and final shots for that period: 27-16. We got a scrum in front of the U.S. bench. Setting up. Bennett is punching guys in the head. It's Matt Boldy. Tom Wilson's in there. I think they're just letting USA know, how the third's going to go. They're just giving them, Doughty's hugging somebody. I think it's Quinn Hughes. That's nice. They're just letting them know, see you in the third. But it is a tie game after 2. Cale Makar rips a shot, and it's 1-1 now. We're headed to a classic third period where I'm going to feel like throwing up the entire time. I don't know about you guys, but that's going to be fun to experience. I love feeling like I have to throw up constantly. But we're live from coast to coast. Shout out to everybody. We'll get to some chat questions here in a second too. Not just questions. Throw questions if you want in the chat. We'll get to them. Anything if you want in the chat. And we got a big third period coming up here. Guys, I'll start with Mark. How do we feel about that period as a whole? I feel like Canada dictated play for the most part. Finally broke through. You got a tie game heading to the third. It's going to be a tight third. No long change. It's going to be a crazy period. But how do we feel heading into the third?
I just want to give a big shout out to everyone pouring into the Canucks chat now. I understand it's very early in BC right now, so shout out to everyone as well on Leafs Digest and NHL Digest coast to coast. But it feels like that period, of course, that big goal, you tie the game. I think the first 5 minutes of the next period is going to be the deciding factor. We're seeing Team USA kind of take the lead. Well, I should say the pressure onto them in the final 2 minutes of that. So Canada won most of that period, but it also scares me because USA has the talent, the defense, the goaltending to set aside Canada's offense. But I think Canada kind of has a chokehold on the game at the moment. Okay, see, I don't know if you feel different, but it just feels like mostly Canada at this point, like Darius said.
Yeah, I agree. I think Canada has a stranglehold on this game, and they've been fighting and fighting to get back in it, and they do it late in the period. And it's gonna be interesting to see if they can continue this momentum into the next period and keep control of this game, because I think there's going to be some big conversations in the U.S. locker room in this intermission to try to get them back on track, to try to right the ship, to go out and win this game. And I think same on Canada's side. I think the leaders in that locker room are going to try to maybe calm the guys down and say, hey, it's a tie game. It's the first period. It's 0-0. We need to go out there. We need to play our game and win this gold medal. So it's going to be interesting to see who comes out with the chip on their shoulder in this next period. But right now it's been all Canada, and the U.S. definitely needs something to change if they want a chance at winning this gold medal.
A couple things I want to touch on selfishly, because I just opened Twitter, which is never a good thing to do during a game of this magnitude. But Austin Matthews winning a majority of his shifts. So I just wanted to point that out because we are live on Leafs Digest. It's crazy what happens when your wingers know what to do in the defensive zone. So that is great when he's finally playing with wingers that know what's going on there. Also, there's a watch party at Scotiabank Arena right now, which started at 7:30 in the morning. So if you took the GO train down on the weekend, which I'm not even sure if there's GO train service right now, to go watch that in the arena at 7:30 in the morning, God bless you, because that is a once in a lifetime opportunity. And I did it last year, but it was like 7 o'clock start, so it was a lot easier to watch. And also not every time they touched the puck, but when they were announcing the starting lineups, when they showed Austin Matthews on the screen at Scotiabank Arena, apparently people are saying that there was booze. I just want to remind everyone that not everyone who lives in Toronto is a Leafs fan. I just want to throw that out there. This is Team Canada. So I have a lot of friends and a lot of family that live here that are Montreal Canadiens fans. So just wanted to throw that out. It is not indicative of like how Leaf fans feel about him. So let's stop the narrative. Shots are 26-16, I believe, to end that period. There's a lot going on there, but another storyline I want to talk about, face-offs for Team Canada. Not great, better in this game, but not great all tournament. The other thing, and I want your guys' thoughts on this too, and throw it in the chat if you feel any differently. Keep spamming the chat, guys. We want a bunch of stuff in there. The other thing I want to talk about, Team USA after that, 100% penalty kill in this tournament. They have not let in a power play goal all tournament. I think that's pretty impressive. And Mark, we can start. Why is JT Miller the best at penalty killing? And why is he just the best player of all time?
So I'm going to skip that one, but we'll dive into the penalty kill there. It's going into the tournament, looking at the defense on Team USA. I feel like it was a given they'll have a good, of course, penalty kill and defensive game. But the fact that it's 100% they killed off that 5-on-3. Canada got to get into these moments. If you get another power play, it can't be the same thing where it's get a shot, dump the puck, get a shot, dump the puck. I feel like they got to capitalize early, especially if they get the early power play, which God knows if that's going to happen. It's a tight game. They probably just won't call anything for the rest of it. But listen, if Team USA wants to put JT Miller out more, perfect. I'm a Canadian. I'm cheering for Team Canada. Do it. I love it. That gives it better odds for Canada to score a goal.
Yeah, definitely. KC?
Yeah, it's definitely impressive with all this talent that's been in this tournament to have 100% on the penalty kill. I think it just proves how good defensively that the States have been. I think coming into this tournament, I said they had the best defense in the entire tournament, and they've definitely proven that. But one thing I did want to add there is, before I throw it back to you as a Montreal fan, I see here on Twitter that Nick Suzuki is tied for, or is third in the power play points this season, but has gotten zero time for Canada on the power play. What are your thoughts on that?
Um, if I could start, I will rebuttal with, if you've seen Canada's top power play unit, I don't
True.
think they should leave the ice for 2 minutes. First of all, like, there is no power play two, and I understand why he's not in the power play. And it's gonna happen sometimes with teams like this when you're loaded, right? But that is interesting that he is a power play specialist for his team. That's what he is, right? At that, not a specialist. I shouldn't say it like that. Like, obviously a great 5-on-5 player, but really good on the power play. And you're not utilizing him on the power play. Like, if he's third, he's clearly better than some of the guys that are on power play one for Canada. They're all playing different roles. I know Celebrini has to be out there, but that's interesting. Nothing to change now. Like, I wouldn't change it now if they got another power play in the third, which I doubt happens for either team, but we've seen crazier things happen in the tournament. But Mark, I don't know if you feel differently about that.
I feel like it's one of the things you could take someone that, of course, is a great power play guy and 5-on-5, but it's hard, like you said, to look at that top unit. You're looking Macklin, Celebrini, Cale Makar, who I'm going to say for the first time ever online is better than Quinn Hughes. Let's just put that out there right now. But looking at this team, it's hard to say that you take one of those guys off the top unit for Nick Suzuki. No hate to Suzuki either. It's such a damn good top penalty or power play. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. I also want to shout out a couple people in chat. I want to get through a few things here real quick. Trevin is saying on Leafs Digest, Canada is going to win. There's a lot of Canadian flags all of a sudden in the chat, so love to see that as well, especially after they scored. People are feeling it again. Lit Gaming saying he has to leave for work, and he's not going to be able to watch it. I am so sorry. And he said,
Time to call in sick.
He said, I bet there's people going to be streaming it at my men's league game. The fact that your men's league has not canceled the game yet is ridiculous, because ain't nobody going to that. Lit Gaming's also saying that the watch party was $50 tickets. If you spent $50 to go watch that at Scotiabank Arena at 7:30 in the morning, I commend you. That's all I will say about that. On NHL Digest, in Television Master saying, remember when the Habs swept Hellebuck and Winnipeg? I remember. Was that the third round? That was the second round?
Yeah, that was second round, I believe.
Second
Yeah.
round. Yes.
Because they faced Vegas in the conference final.
Oh,
I
yeah,
believe
yeah.
it was that year.
That year that made no sense, and then the Habs won the Western Conference championship, which
It's
doesn't
a
make
tough
sense.
year to bring up for at least Digest chat.
Yeah, I don't know what happened that year, actually. I wasn't watching. So NHL.
All I know is my team doesn't make the playoffs, but I am getting a coffee, so I'll be back in a moment.
Okay, no problem. Casey, I will say, like, things changed for Leaf fans after that game, that game 7 against the Habs.
Yeah.
I know people that just do not watch anymore, like, since then, because that was like, people talk about 2022 and 2023 and like 24 and all that, like the disappointment. That era, to me, that ended last year with Marner leaving, that ended in 21 to me. Like, we knew everything since then was like, y'all are insane for keeping this team together. Like, it was mad. We were watching active madness on the ice. That's what that was at that point. But that's where we're at right now. Intermission's still underway. A lot of people are arguing on Twitter because in the New York space, obviously seeing a lot of Team USA stuff out there on Twitter. People are talking a lot about how Adam Fox and Jason Robertson might be missing from this game. I don't know if that's true, but I mean, Jason Robertson, goal scorer, right? Adam Fox, good offensive defenseman, but I think the U.S. built like a pretty good defensive team, especially with the goaltending that they have in place. But that is how it goes sometimes. We are headed to the third period here, guys. Just a few minutes away. There's I don't know if you see this tweet, KC, circling around. There's a tweet of Austin Matthews having the puck wide open in front of the net, not shooting, passed off.
Yeah, I've been looking at that too, and I've seen some people on Twitter compare him to Ben Simmons for any NBA fans watching, but um, yeah, it's very interesting. I mean, he's one of the best goal scorers in the league, one of the best shots in the league. Gotta take that shot, man. I mean, it's the same angle where Cale Makar kind of just scored, you know?
Yeah,
So I don't know.
it is
You need
true.
to have that shot for Austin Matthews.
Bleacher Report tweeted out Connor McDavid versus Quinn Hughes, and the video attached to the tweet is Stone Cold Steve Austin versus The Rock at WrestleMania 17. I love it. I love it. Oh man, it is fitting though because we did see a DDT here in this game. Also, just to JFresh tweeted out some advanced analytics, which I love. I want to get into some of these. So goals are 1-1. Obviously, it's a tie game. But heading into the third period, shots are 27-15 for Canada, so they're dominating in that regard. Slot shots are 18-11 for Canada, 3 of which for the United States have come off turnovers from Canada in their own zone in the slot. Inner slot shots are 10-7 for Canada as well. So it's not just the eye test that we're seeing, and we're not just saying it because of the bias. Like, if USA was winning this game in all, like, facets, we'd say they were, right? But the eye test, the advanced analytics are showing that Canada is winning this game by all metrics, and it is a tie game, and that's hockey. But we'll see what the third period brings. I also think the second period for a lot of teams, like, just being a Leafs fan, KC, Florida, like, those Florida teams, I don't know what it is. The long change, they know what to do with it. Like, Cooper knows what he's doing. The Florida Panthers on the team, like, they know what they're doing with that long change. So, yeah, I feel like that was a factor. So this period's going to be tight. This is going to be crazy.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be, both teams are going to come out with it fire, and they both want to win this game. I mean, it's for the first Olympic gold medal in the NHL for what, since 2014. So it's going to be a big game or big period for both of these sides. It's going to be interesting to see who can kind of which player kind of steps out and it makes it, cements their legacy, I guess. I think, like I said, it's Connor McDavid. It's his legacy game. He needs it. He had the opportunity on the breakaway, didn't convert. He needs to do something here in this third period to cement his legacy.
Having some technical difficulties here. Just fixing my camera. 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. But it is Connor McDavid's legacy game at this point. Like, not just him, but like somebody has a moment here to take that moment, right? Like Crosby in 2010. Like, we all look back on it, but before that moment, like, there was no Crosby stamp on that game, So somebody has a moment here to take this game, make it their moment. Canada's playing well, so we'll see what they do with the opportunity.
It seems like that whole second period, US was kind of just playing counter. They were counterattacking Canada. Like they were hemmed in their zone when they had an opportunity. They might have been tired on their shift, but they were kind of bursting out of their zone with the last bit of wind they had and trying to make a scoring chance happen. And I think that needs to change. If you're a United States fan right now, you need your guys to go out and compete and not be just playing a defensive game. They need to play offensive to beat this offensive juggernaut in Team Canada.
Exactly. So, and the one goal, they're showing it now. I'm watching it on my screen here. It's a nice play, but that's really, besides a couple other chances, that's been it for USA on the offensive side. So we'll see if Canada can carry that momentum into the third, and this will be a legacy game. I mean, it can be Connor McDavid's game again. Who knows, right? Maybe it's Macklin Celebrini this time. McDavid had his moment in overtime in the Four Nations. Before that, everyone was like, hey, is he going to put a stamp on this, right? And he did. But this is going to be a big moment.
Yeah.
But if anyone, right? Sorry to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, I think this might be a torch passing moment. I think I'm on board. I think Celebrini is going to be the guy. I think he is so confident. Celebrini is such a confident player. Like, he looks off McDavid,
Yeah.
which is crazy because McDavid's like the best player to maybe ever play. But he's so confident in his own game that he knows he can go out there, make a difference. He knows he can go out there and score a goal. And I'm looking at Celebrini here in this third period to get this go-ahead goal for Team Canada.
I think that would be a huge moment, and not to bring it, well, to bring it to soccer, I should say, is one thing that I think like Portugal and Portuguese, their national team does poorly is everyone, for some reason, I don't know what it is, it's psychological, defers to Ronaldo every time. Like they pass up these opportunities and they defer to him because, he's the guy we grew up watching and he's the one that always finished the goals. No. Like, what are you doing? Stop that, right? And I like how Macklin Celebrini plays with that confidence where he's like, no, I'm in the NHL. I can shoot the puck. Like, I'm gonna take this if I'm open. I'm not gonna look for Connor McDavid, right? So, see what happens in the third, man. It's gonna be exciting. But somebody has an opportunity to put their stamp on it. I still think Canada wins this game. We'll see what happens here in the third. I still think Canada will come out with the win here. But shout out to everybody over on Canucks Digest as well. We got some more in the chat now. Dragonfire saying Canada low key, but it's spelled like low key, like the guy from Marvel. So I don't know what that means, but Praise Nicholson on NHL Digest says, who's winning? Technically, nobody. There is no winner right now. And it may end up being this way for a while. Who knows? And over on Leafs Digest, Lit Gaming, of course, there are players missing. I don't know what that means. Sorry.
I think it's talking about like Crosby, Josh Morrissey.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, but Canada still has like, you can miss a couple players and you still have a good lineup there. I mean, in terms of one thing that I've seen a lot of people talking about is there's no offense on the back end for Canada. I don't know if you guys feel the same about that, but like Tom Harley, I think to me does offer offense. Maybe not on the score sheet, but like in terms
Cale Makar just scored.
Cale Makar scored, right? Like yeah. I don't know. Well, people are like, without Josh Morrissey, there's no offense. I don't agree. So, I don't know about that. A lot of Stanley Cup champions on the back
Colton
end.
Parayko.
Well, Colton Parayko
is going to score the game-winning goal.
Yeah. And Colton Parayko does one thing, and it's not score goals or assist on goals or think about goals or Colton Parayko. I'm not sure Colton Parayko knows that like you need more goals to like. He's probably just out there playing. You know, he's like, I didn't know you need more goals to beat the other team. Like I don't even know how the sport works. He's out there just hacking and whacking. Yeah, he's just there. Like he's like, well, coach told me to go hit guys, so I'm gonna go do that. I guess. They are at the watch party. There's a video the Leafs just tweeted out from Scotiabank Arena. They're blasting the horn like when Canada scored, and I just think it's crazy because it's like it's 9:30 in the morning, like when he scored that goal, I guess, and they're just blasting that horn. It's a funny thought, but huge third period coming up here. The players are back on the bench. We are ready to rock. Are you guys ready to rock? Let's get some Go Canadas in the chat.
I want everyone in the comments now on all three channels. Put down who do you think scores the game-winning goal. If that's an OT winner or just the goal in general. I want to see what everyone's opinions on that would be. I'm saying Colton Parayko, but...
Oh, dude, that'd be so fitting. I love it. Oh, my God. I'm going to go... I just feel like McDavid, like that line's going to play a lot this period. But my gut, something in me is telling me Mark Stone's going to score. I don't know what it is. KC,
I'm going with Celebrini. It could be Sharks bias, but
definitely for USA, I'm going to go Austin Matthews.
They're not scoring, so we don't need to do that.
All right, fair. Let's go. KC.
I go Jake Gensel. I think he's going to redeem himself for taking that penalty.
Interesting. Good storyline. Puck is down. Face off won by Team USA, and it's dumped into the zone. Here we go. It may or may not be the last period. Also, keep in mind, if this does go to overtime, like last year's did, it is 3-on-3, not 5-on-5, because the IOC just loves making poor decisions. Tom Wilson starts this period with Connor McDavid and Macklin Celebrini. So it's not Nathan MacKinnon up on the top line. They were playing with things throughout that second period anyway. Macklin gets it down to McDavid. He outmans Quinn Hughes. McDavid still has it on the side of the net. Oh, he throws it towards the net, tries to put it over the shoulder. He can't.
This is a great shift by Tom Wilson.
Not bad at all. That's fired the length of the ice, and that'll be icing against USA. 9:12 left here in the... I don't know why I said 19:12 left in the third period. We just started the period. There's lots of time left.
That line looks so much better with Wilson. I think him getting in front of the net gives Celebrini and McDavid options if they don't have a shot to just kind of put one out front and they know Wilson's good at burying it.
Yeah. And he's
I agree
pulling,
with Mark.
he
There's a great
has
shift.
to pull, yeah, like he has to pull a defender, right? So, and they have to worry about him because he can still score. He's not like, it's not Colton or they're throwing out there in front of the net.
They put a stray dog in the penthouse and he doesn't want to leave. You can tell the way he's playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good shift for him though. See what they do here. John Walker saying Brady Tkachuk will score the winning goal. Marchand. A lot of different guesses here in the chat. Marchand's an interesting one. Wouldn't that be cool? I think he has it in
It's a
him.
good guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark Stone's going to get it right here on this shift here. Third line's out for Canada right now. I believe they're centered by, to at least start right now, it's Suzuki. Deflected just wide. Marner gets it. It's back to the point. I don't think the wingers know who's playing wing on this line. There's two centers out for USA on this shift. Oh, it's right in front! How did that not go in? Did Hellebuck get that? Oh my god. Devon Taves puts that off the post and out, I think.
There's Saran wrapped on the back of that net.
Oh, yeah, that's offside by Marchand for sure. Wow, I would like to see that again.
That's a tough one.
Wide open net. Great play by Mitch Marner. No, Hellebuck saves it.
Right with the stick.
What a save.
That's one of the best chances you can get, especially with Devon Taves.
Oh my god. Devon Taves in front of the net again, by the way.
I can't believe that.
Oh, man.
Is that back-to-back offsides for Canada?
Yes. Marchand gets it. I noticed a lot of the American players, when they're getting pressured here, not players, but they're defensemen, and they're trying to rim it around, they're fanning on it. Like, Canada's coming in hard on the forecheck, and they're fanning on these plays. I don't know. Faber especially. But that might be a factor as the game goes on here. He stopped that. I was like, if he hits the post, we're going to be talking about that. But, man, Hellebuck stopped that. That's unfortunate. Puck is back down. It's around the American net. Canada keeps it alive. Sam Bennett throws it back down low. He's giving chase. It's going to get out. Here comes Matthew Tkachuk, the center. Gets to the Jack Hughes. USA is changing a couple of their lines up, too. Marchand closes out Jack Hughes.
They have
Tom
the
Wilson.
Bennett, Marchand, and Wilson back out.
Yeah. Wilson's going to be doing a lot of up and down. Whoa! That goes off Colton Parayko. So Parayko almost scores, but it's in the wrong net. Seth Jarvis in on the forecheck. Nice play to win that puck battle. He gets it to the point. Somebody just got filled in. Harley keeps it alive. That was a tough play, tough position to put him there by his defense partner, Drew Doughty. Sorry, Colton Parayko's still out there. Hagel throws it just wide of the net. That's kept alive by Colton Parayko. Thrown back down by Bo Horvat to Brandon Hagel. He gets it to the point. Tom Harley's going to shoot. That's just deflected wide by Seth Jarvis. Nice play by Horvat to keep that alive. And then Hellebuck will calm it down for his team. That ices it again.
A great shift by the Horvat Jarvis line there.
Yeah. Great energy shift. How we feeling, boys? We nervous? 31 shots, 17.
Yeah,
Feeling cool and collected.
It's the nail biter.
Oh, man. Man, if that went off Parayko and in, I would never forgive you, Mark.
I want to make it clear. He's going to score on the Team USA goal.
Okay.
I want to make that very
You would have
clear.
got lit up in the chat there. People would have been
To
like,
everyone
you should have
watching.
specified.
At least I didn't name a Team USA player scoring. Just want to say.
That's fair. That would have looked a lot worse because then you could be like, you didn't name a player, so Parayko scored in his own net. That would have been horrible. But thank you for knocking on wood. It didn't happen. 2 almost chances for both teams here, I guess, to start the... Ooh, that's tough play by Makar. Gives it away. Nice play by MacKinnon at the line. It gets out. Quinn Hughes
Stones out
has
with
it.
Celebrini.
Yep. Mixing up the lines a little bit here. That's pretty interesting in a tie game like this.
Especially with how well the lines worked in that second period.
Yeah. Big block. Here's Celebrini.
Okay.
He has a breakaway. Macklin Celebrini on a breakaway. Stopped by Connor Hellebuyck.
No.
Oh, he had I think he had time to make a move. I think he's gassed. That's 2 breakaway saves for Connor Hellebuyck in this game. Nick Suzuki out to center. He chips it in. Mitch Marner will go in. Mitch Marner's giving chase. Catches up. He turns the puck over. Gets it to Suzuki, but it's turned over again at the line. Dylan Larkin's giving chase into the Canadian zone. That is 2 breakaways, man. And it's Connor McDavid and Macklin Celebrini. It's not like you had Colton Parayko on a breakaway. Speaking of Colton Parayko, he comes in, he shoots. This is the most I've noticed Parayko all tournament, by the way. Parayko shoots. Parayko with the Cody CC slap shot. Parayko shoots again. Stop.
They're watching in the dressing room. They're hearing Mark out right now.
Oh my god.
I want everyone to spam Colton Parayko down in the chats right now.
Get Colton Parayko spammed in the chat. Let's get it going. I think Celebrini was gassed here.
Yeah, he's come in, had a shot.
Yeah. Hellebuck's pretty good. I think Celebrini was trying to get it through the triangle of, like, it's not the 5-hole, it's like right under the pad. And Hellebuck's so good, man. Although sometimes he looks like a beer league goalie. I don't know how to describe it, but he gets.
Macklin Celebrini now has 5 shots on goal through 2, with 5 minutes into the third, of course.
Through 2 shifts or 2 periods?
2 periods,
Okay,
I should say.
I was gonna say
2 and a bit.
I would believe it, but he's a dog.
Colton Parayko's at about 10 shots after that shift.
1 on net.
Shots on goal. Shots on goal.
Yeah. Somebody's got to tell him to stop shooting for the moon. But Canada, again, I mean, like, dictating play, man. But it doesn't matter. It's a tie game still, 1-1. Oh, that's turned over. It's back in front. Shot inside of the net by Brandon Hagel. Bo Horvat gets it. It's kept alive by Devon Taves, thrown around, and no one's there. Hagel wins that puck. He's in against Quinn Hughes. And Quinn
Great
Hughes
shift by Hagel.
Yeah, that was a good energy shift to get that going there. Oh, Jack Eichel chips it through. He's through with speed. Closed off by Cale Makar. Nice play by Connor McDavid. Doesn't get to Connor McDavid, though, at the line. Nice play by Cale Makar. Look at that skating, man. Gives it away to Jack Eichel, though. That's tough. That is blocked in front of the net. Celebrini to Wilson, and this first line's back out together again. Wilson's trying to dump it in. What a shift by Tom Wilson.
Yeah.
Does not want to come off that line.
The dog in the penthouse. He does not want out.
He allows everyone to change. Blocked. Oh, it's deflected out of play by Shea Theodore. 13:01 left, fellas. 13:01 left here. Wayne Gretzky standing up on the breakaway. I love it. Look at that. Get up for him. Get up for him. All right. 13:01 left. How are we feeling, Mark? I'll start with you. Anything you noticed in that last little... I mean, besides Colton Parayko, let's stop the Colton Parayko stuff. Anything we're noticing here?
Canada's all the chances they've had, the Devon Taves in front with just Hellebuyck getting the save with the end of the stick. Then you're seeing the Celebrini second chance save with the stick. It's Canada's all over them. It's just you can tell that Connor Hellebuyck is one of the top goaltenders. Listen, Jordan Binnington is too in these moments, but this is a goaltending duel at the moment.
KC.
Yeah, I think Team Canada has definitely had the edge here. I think they've looked the same as they did in the second period. They came out with a lot of momentum, and like you said, Hellebuyck's been playing really, really well in this game. But I also like what I'm seeing out of Tom Wilson. Might be one of the best players here in the third period. Just having it. He's just battling every shift. Like Mark said, he wants to stay in the penthouse. He wants to stay on that top line. So I don't know, man, Tom Wilson is a player to look at here in the third period for sure.
Tom Wilson does not want to be taken off that Tom line, so we'll see how it plays out. But we're back from commercial break. 1-1. Heading into the final 13 minutes of this third period. If it does go to overtime, it is 3-on-3. I don't think it goes to a shootout. I think it is continuous 3-on-3. Whereas the rounds before would have been a shootout. But a lot of people predicting Canada to win this one. So 13 minutes left. And they are dictating play still in this third period. I mean, without Connor Hellebuyck, and Mark, you said, I mean, both of you guys have touched on Connor Hellebuyck. Without him in this game, it is a different game. My worry now with Binnington, and listen, it's a big game, Binnington. I'm knocking wood here. Big save, Binnington. But I think it's hard to play goalie behind teams like Canada when you are like Hellebuyck is a goalie, and a lot of goalies get better as the game goes on. You're getting peppered, right? Like you're feeling it, and that's what we're seeing from Hellebuyck right now. There's only 17 shots on goal from USA, or the United States. Same thing, I guess. And that I think it's tough to play like that. But play is underway now. Cale Makar has it in his own zone. Devon Toews up, chipped in by Mitch Marner. Let's skate now. Dylan Larkin runs some interference there, but it's okay. We're not getting no calls here. Dumped into the zone. Travis Sanheim's trying to get it. Shea Theodore is there. Here's Tom Wilson. Tom Wilson's double shifting with the fourth line and the first line. I think he's playing well. But I didn't think he was going to be the guy to get double shifted.
One guy I'm looking to step up, MacKinnon. I feel like it's a name we haven't spoke about a lot.
It's true. He hasn't done much in this game. And he's been like that guy like the whole tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do like that point. Here we go out to center. Brock Nelson coming into the zone. He's by himself against 4 Canadian defensemen. But Jack Hughes is with him. He wins the puck. It's off to the wall. Jack Hughes still has the puck. He's against Brad Marchand, Brad Marchand has been stealing Jack Hughes' lunch all day. Brandon Hagel with a nice chance there. Closed off by Brock Faber. Gets up the wall, but not out. Canada's looking to turn it over, and they do. USA gets it out to center. Back to McDavid, who's back on the ice. Tom Harley has him back in his own zone. He gets it up to Brandon Hagel. He gets it to Connor McDavid. Gets it back down to Brandon Hagel, to McDavid behind the net. Back to Hagel. Hagel tries to get it to the point. It goes the length of the ice.
Back to Binnington.
Back to Binnington, who waves at his defenseman. Hey, please pick this up. Here's Nathan MacKinnon with Connor McDavid. It's ooh. Too many passes. To MacKinnon. He hits the post on the side of the net. Oh, my God. This is going to come back to bite the man. Oh, my God.
Wow.
Was that Devon Toews again? It was. Oh, my goodness. Quinn Hughes takes a lap. It's in front. Stop by Binnington. Oh, it's clear to the line.
Poke.
Good poke by I think that was Devon Toews who gets a poke on that.
It was Nathan MacKinnon that missed that open, but
Celebrini gets filled in by Tage Thompson, and it gets out. Canada's been very smart with their line changes to not get caught. That was the first time I think this game that they've gotten caught. Sam Reinhart's on the ice. Come on, buddy. You've won a cup. I've seen you score big goals. Multiple. Drew Doughty regroups. Talk about big goals. Talk about Stanley Cups. Sam Reinhart gets it in. Here's Bo Horvat. He's out there with Seth Jarvis now. Reinhart gets around. Back to Reinhart. He's trying to get it in deep. He gets pinned by Brock Faber. Bo Horvat giving chase. Horvat's looked way more noticeable in this game. He's looked much better. Sanheim stops that. Doughty to Horvat to Sanheim, who gets it to Jarvis. He'll get it in, not all the way. Oh boy. Jack Hughes has it. He gets it back to the point to Jacob Slavin. Oh man, Canada is outshooting the US 37-19 and have missed like 4 empty nets. And I hope this doesn't come back to bite them in the butt.
I don't know what Jordan Binnington was doing there,
Yeah,
but the puck did get to half.
it did get around, unfortunately. Gets to the line, though. Sanderson shoots it. That's stopped by Binnington. Doughty has it. He chips it out to center, and it's out. Nice chip play by Marner to Suzuki, and it's like a half 2-on-1. Stone over to Parayko. Parayko can't grab it. Marner's giving chase. He's trying to win the puck. Stone forces. That's too many men. That is too many men. You got to call that.
Wow.
He played the puck and they didn't call it. He played the puck. There's 6 guys on the ice and they didn't call it. There's a makeup call coming, right? Because it's in front.
Oh my God.
Wilson, that stopped at the line. It's still loose. Shot. Hellebuck, it's still loose and it's out. This is the craziest game I've ever seen. Marchand loses it at the line. It's chipped back into the Canadian zone. Dylan Larkin's giving chase. That is a horrific missed call. He played the puck. There's 6 guys on the ice and he played the puck. The guy coming off the bench. I want to talk about officiating. If they still win this game, I don't want to hear nothing about that garbage. Whoa, that was okay. So MacKinnon shoots that like a laser. Sanheim to Shea. Theodore, a big save by Hellebuck, and he gloves it. This is insane. This is insane.
Is too many men still a call in international
That is
play?
like
It doesn't feel like it.
No. It only counts when 9 people are on the ice, I guess.
I even this scrum in front that they're just showing now. Like, how does that not get in? I mean, Hellebuck is standing on his head. He is standing on his head. Shout out to everybody watching on NHL Digest right now. We got a ton of viewers in here on all 3 channels. I just want to say, in a game like this, I would even argue the last game where Canada won, to call a high stick there, I wouldn't have. I would let them play, right? Within the rules, like within the game, right? But if you throw the puck over the glass or you have too many men on the ice, you have to call it. It's a blatant, like you have to call those 2. It does not matter. And they didn't. There was too many men on the ice, and they didn't call that. I have to say, I'm gonna rant here, and this might look bad if they end up losing. The United States is getting outplayed, like to all hell, and they didn't call that too many men. That is insane to me. Canada, that's insane. The game has been good. Not too many penalties. I wouldn't say like one way or another you have to call penalties. You have to call that one. There's too many men on the ice. That's ridiculous. Absurd. Anyway, just wanted to.
And you can't even give the benefit of the doubt, because if they're not looking that direction, sure, but the puck is at the net or it's at the bench, there's no way you don't see the extra man there.
Nope. I'm trying to look on Twitter to see what people are saying here. That it's a blatant.
They're showing the replay there. I think that's 6 or 7 people.
It doesn't even matter how many guys they have on the ice. The guy who's changing comes on and plays the puck. Like the guy's on the ice.
They got so lucky there.
That's crazy they didn't call that. I mean, I don't even know as a ref where you looking. The puck was there. We're underway again. But I have to say, you don't look to the officials. You just keep playing. That's all. I wanted to get that out, but I'm not a player on the ice. You just got to keep playing. 39-21 are the shots for Canada.
Everyone in the comments right now, put who do you think scores the game-winning goal as well.
Yeah, let's get some predictions going here in the chat. There's been a lot of, I mean, I don't know how this ends, but there's been a lot of great opportunities for Canada to finish this game. Not just finish it, go up multiple goals, and it hasn't happened. It's still 1-1 with less than 7 minutes left here in the third. I'm going to get nervous if this goes to overtime. We got MacKinnon speeding into the zone. He spins around. He gets a backhand shot. Big save by Connor Hellebuck.
Oh.
Wait, what just happened? Canada's going to get a penalty now? What happened?
Delayed penalty against Canada.
Sam
Potential
Bennett?
high stick.
Is it a high stick?
Potential high. It might be potentially.
All right, let's see what happened here. 6:34. I mean, that's a bit ridiculous. I think shots are 40-22. Is Hughes bleeding? I thought that was Bennett's skate when he fell. Came up.
I want to give a shout out to Brady Osmond in the comments as well.
Shout out to Brady. It is high sticking. Did he just say 4 minutes? Yeah, he does get him. Yeah, he gets him. I didn't see that.
Oh, he got him bad.
Yeah,
I didn't see it either.
Yeah.
I thought I was with you with the skate coming up there, but
Yeah.
clear. It's clear. Like that's one of the penalties that you need to call. Like too many, man.
He's bleeding, so it's a
4-minute
penalty,
power
so
play.
Canada will go back to full strength at, depending what happens here, they'll go back to full strength at 2 minutes 30 seconds. I mean, I don't know how you met that. Too many men is an easy one to me. Shots 40-23 for Canada. This is sickening how this has turned out. I think I understand how Finland was feeling last game. This is sickening.
Yeah.
Horvat takes the draw. It's won by Horvat, and it's thrown the length of the ice all the way down. I have to say, I haven't been nervous to this point. I don't feel very good.
Hurts in my throat, man.
Yeah, this is isn't this fun?
Yeah.
Oh, it's poked off Eichel's stick at the line. Nice play. They're battling for it. Devontae's is going to get it. He's going to try and throw it down. But Horvat's still out there battling. The U.S. is trying to regroup. Matthews has it now. He gives it off to Quinn Hughes. Off to Matthews. He enters the zone. Matthew Tkachuk throws it around. Tage Thompson to Austin Matthews, like knee height. Tage Thompson gets it back to Matthews. Matthews down low to the slot, back to the point to Quinn Hughes. He loses it in his feet, but he keeps it alive. It is onside still. 3 minutes left in this penalty. It is loose in the crease, and it's cleared somehow. Cale Makar gets to the puck first over Austin Matthews. There we go. Mitch Marner gets the puck. He's killing time. He's delaying time. He gets it, kicks it back. They're going to get a change. Give it back to him. Here we go. Marner with speed through the neutral zone here. He gets it to Parayko. Parayko over to Mark Stone. This is my guy. I said he's going to score. He's killing time. That's all right. That's all right. 2:25 left in this penalty now. They've almost killed off the first minor. Colton Parayko giving chase behind his net. He shoots it off the glass, and it gets to the line, but Sanderson keeps it in. To Gensel. Second unit out for Team USA now. Hagel's out there penalty killing with Mark Stone right now. Mitch Marner went off for a change. Jack Hughes right in the slot, and it's a good shot by Matt Boldy, or I think that was Jake Gensel. Back to the point. Shot. That's stopped. Deflected wide. It's behind the net. 1:45 left in the penalty. Hagel gets it. He's trying to send it down. It hits a skate. It gets to the line and it gets out. Canada's trying to change, and they'll get their change. Hagel stays out there. Jack Hughes taking off the puck. Stone is taken. Someone's taken down. No call there. It's Marner. He's looking at the ref. I mean, let's just keep playing here. At this point. Nice play by Horvat. That's a high stick. Canada's going to get a power play now. Kill time. Kill time. Makar's in. He gets stick checked, but he still has the puck. He's going to try and keep it alive. He does for Marner, who still has the puck. Skate around. Skate around in circles. Marner looks up at the clock. He'll get it around. They're trying to kill off the rest of the U.S. power play. Canada's going to get a power play here with about 3 minutes left in the third. And to give the puck away to Jack Eichel. That was so anticlimactic. Jack Hughes is going to get a penalty.
It's 4-on-4 for 49 seconds.
4-on-4, yes, thank you. They had the delayed penalty up there, and I was like, how much time is left? How much time is left? Kill time.
This would be the most poetic time for USA to get scored on for the first time on the
power play. Well, it is 4-on-4.
And
I wouldn't mind a 4-on-4 goal. Sorry, Casey, go ahead.
Wasn't Jack Hughes the one who got high sticked?
It was Quinn.
And then he goes out and gives it.
Quinn.
Or was it Quinn?
Yeah, it was Quinn. Yeah, I was thinking the
Karma
exact
is
same
something.
thing. I was thinking the exact same thing. I was like, that is so poetic. It is 4-on-4 though. I believe the face. Wow, Tkachuk puts that right off Binnington's pad. That was close, man. This is a game of inches.
Timeout maybe for Canada.
I think Canada might be taking a timeout here. I mean, there's
Don't let Rick talk a talk during that time.
There's 3:23 left here in the third. Shots are 40-27 for Canada. It's 4-on-4 for 49 seconds, and then Canada will go to the power play. Whew. You got Tom Harley out here for Canada on defense. Quinn Hughes is out. Mitch Marner's out. Bill Guerin looks so nervous. And let me tell you, I feel the same way. This is good.
Here we go. Nick Suzuki to take the draw.
And Suzuki takes the draw and loses the draw. Quinn Hughes has it. It's 4-on-4, so both teams will take their time. Nobody's going to ice this. Jack Hughes out to center. He's sized up there by his Vegas Golden Knight teammate, Mitch Marner. He shoots just wide of the net. Quinn Hughes has it on the line. He'll take it out of the zone. To center. Here's McAvoy. McAvoy loses it at the line. It's to Connor McDavid. He's got speed. He's coming in. He curls back. Opening up space for his teammates. Nice play by Celebrini. He shoots. He just misses wide. Nice play by McDavid to curl back. Celebrini gets it cross ice, but he turns it away. Turns it over, to Jack Eichel. Canada is now
Officially
on the
a power
power play.
play.
Yes. How we feeling, boys?
Confident.
Yeah.
McDavid in. He gets it to MacKinnon. MacKinnon around the net. He's holding it. He's holding it. He's holding it. He's going to curl. Down low to the goal line. Sam Reinhart's out here. He's in front of the net. MacKinnon in the slot. Just misses wide. Macklin Celebrini. He's still the trigger man. To the point. Makar keeps it in. 43 seconds left here for Canada. Makar looks to shoot. He doesn't. To MacKinnon. Cross ice to Macklin. I keep messing up their names. To Makar at the line. There's too many M's out. To MacKinnon. Shoot the puck. Oh my God. Macklin Celebrini misses at the side of the net. And they can't clear. They still can't clear. It looks like they will here, though. They can't. It's kept in. They're dog tired. 10 seconds left in the power play. Reinhardt's on the side of the net. In the slot. Just misses. And they'll get it out. Team USA will get it out. And that's it for the power play.
40 saves for Hellebuck.
40 saves, man. 1:15 left. Or now 1:15 left in the first. Third period. Jesus. That looked offside. It's out to the line anyway. Canada will regroup. 1 minute left in the third period. Who will be the hero for either side? It's going to go 3-on-3, so Mitch Marner, I'm looking at you. That would have been icing against USA, but it hits the linesman there. Marner's coming into the zone. He gets closed off by Jake Gensel. Nick Suzuki back checking. It's out to center. Puck is bouncing a lot. 30 seconds left here. Canada will regroup behind their net. Out to center. Canada's fourth line's out there, I think. Devon Taves. Sam Bennett's out there. Back to the point. Tom Wilson has it. He tries to get it to the net. Blocked by Austin Matthews, who gets it to the line and out. Marchand couldn't stop it. Marchand gets it. It's to the line. That looks like an icing. There's 4 seconds. There's 3 seconds. That's not icing. Okay.
Oh.
That's it. We're going to overtime. Again. It was meant to be. We're going to overtime again. But this time it's 3-on-3 for the gold medal at the 2026 Olympics.
There is going to be a new golden goal for Team Canada.
Unless Sidney Crosby walks down that tunnel to surprise everyone.
My God, that's Sidney Crosby's music. My
Play
God,
the
can you
theme
believe
song.
John Cena at the 30th entrance.
Sidney Crosby. Can you imagine? That'd be some Mighty Ducks stuff if they went to a shootout, but you can enter anyone. Like, you could pick someone from the crowd if you wanted, and Crosby was like, I'm here. I will do it. Holy smokes.
Man.
Holy smokes, fellas. We are going to overtime.
Golden goal,
The golden-
3-on-3.
There
There'll be no other way. There's no other way than overtime.
There's no other way this could have finished, I agree. You knew, like,
And
I
either
knew,
way,
I knew
whoever wins, whoever loses, everybody's gonna say it shouldn't be 3-on-3.
I would agree with that. Like, do you guys think
Yeah,
differently?
I
Gold medal should be
agree
5
too.
or 5.
Yeah.
Everything else could be 3-on-3. Everything. Gold, bronze medal, the semifinal, I don't care. But the gold medal, this right here, should not be 3-on-3. Although I will say, this is a perfect opportunity for Marner to just slam dunk on anything. This would be awesome. But
do I get the Funko Pop out? The good luck charm?
Yeah, right.
He's staring at me.
I will say, though, if the U.S. does pull this off in overtime, Connor Hellebuck. Like, if there's an MVP here at this tournament, it's got to, I think, at this point. Even if they win or lose.
He's getting a Tissot watch if this is the World Juniors.
You might get maybe 3. Maybe 3. Man.
Who do you guys got for golden goal? Are you sticking to your guns?
I don't think Mark Stone's touching the ice in overtime, so I might have to change.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think Colton Parayko is either, so might have to change that.
Yeah. See, but now the game changes, right? Because, like, McDavid's going to be out there every other shift. Like, the bench is short now. There's guys that are not going to play the rest of the game now.
Whoever in the comments said you're friends with Cooper, make sure to let him know not to put Parayko out there. We do not need a Parayko 3-on-3 shot.
I will say that if Colton Parayko touches the ice for the rest of this tournament, Canada will lose.
Don't put that on us.
Oh, man. Use your timeout accordingly, John. But McDavid will be double shifted. Macklin's going to be out there. I mean, like, I'm going to take McDavid. He's going to do it again. I'll take McDavid. Mark?
Go to KC first. Let me sit with my thoughts.
KC?
Legacy game McDavid. But I'm sticking with Celebrini, man. I think it's the perfect torch passing moment from Crosby to Celebrini. Both, Celebrini looks up to Crosby so much and he carries himself like him a lot. And I think it's the perfect pass the torch moment for Celebrini to get the golden goal here.
Yep.
I'm going to go with Tom Wilson. I'm not sure how much time he's going to get, but I feel like he's going to battle just as hard or harder than most people we're going to see out on that ice. Or Colton Parayko, one of the two.
No, Parayko can't touch the ice. I feel like it
Ever
could be
even
like
touching U.S. side?
No.
Yeah, no, we'll get there. Austin Matthews for me.
Austin Matthews. I was thinking Matthews too, I was really thinking Austin Matthews, but I can't pick the same as you, so I think I got to go Matthew Tkachuk. I think he's just the ultimate villain, and I think he gets it done. If it does go that way, I don't think it's going to go that way, but if I have to pick, that's who I'm picking.
Can I pick another Canada player instead of USA player?
Sure, go ahead.
Devon Taves, the revenge.
Oh, I feel like Makar could score. Like he's mobile all the time, right? I'm just so scared. 3-on-3 is crazy because like somebody's gonna get caught. Like a defenseman's gonna get caught, right? And that'll be it. It'll be a forward back. Man, Canada could have won this game like 4-1, no joke, in that third period. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like like gutsy. This is their best performance of the entire tournament. Like crazy.
Do you think the first one's Makar, MacKinnon, McDavid? Do you think that's the first 3 Canada goes to it?
McDavid, probably Celebrini, and then MacKinnon goes next. If you want something saved, right? Like for the next shift. But then I have no idea. I mean, it's MacKinnon and who? Like Suzuki, Marner.
Probably Marner.
Marner again. Probably Marner. They are zamboning the ice. It's 3-on-3 overtime.
Mark in the chat says McDavid is setting up Celebrini for the finish.
Wouldn't that be something, though? Celebrini will be out there. Quinn Hughes from Elliot Freeman says to watch out for him in overtime on the Team USA side. If anyone notices on stream my camera bouncing right now, it's because my legs have not stopped bouncing.
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
Or it looks like we're at sea right now.
Yeah, McDavid. A lot of flags in the chat as well. Someone's from Brazil. Shout out to everybody watching. Wherever you're watching, let us know where you're watching from. This is crazy. This is going to be a crapshoot. Why isn't this 5-on-5?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. I agree with you. Like I think a gold medal game, it's a best on best tournament. You gotta have the best five versus the best five out there.
Yes. Now there's no commercial breaks here, which will be this is gonna be horrible for my heart. Like my heart rate is gonna be through the roof. I don't even know what you would say in the intermission right here. Good luck? Like what do you say?
Yeah.
What do you say?
Who do you think's in the room right now? Who do you think in both rooms is having that chat right now?
McDavid saying something.
Do you think Crosby's down there at this point? You think
Crosby's in the room. Crosby's in the room.
I think he's the kind of guy who's like, I've done it, like he's done it, and I think he might be the one that's kind of calming them down and getting them in the right mindset to go out there and win the game.
I think that, and like just play. I think that should be the message. Like keep doing what you're doing because one of these has got to go in, right? Like they've gotten pretty. The Hellebuyck's made some big saves. They've gotten some luck as well. They've hit a lot of posts. Just keep playing, keep doing it, right? You know the U.S. is going to come out firing though. This is wild.
Yeah,
this is going to be wild.
I honestly think the state starts the two Kachucks and Quinn Hughes. Yeah. I think they start out the brawling, like the grinders, and see what they can do.
See what happens here. It's up to Mike Sullivan. He is the man with the plan.
But you gotta give credit to Canada. They're a huge 3.5 minute almost penalty kill that could have altered the whole outcome of this game.
That is true. That probably should have been the game. Both teams with huge penalty kills. U.S. has not let in a power play goal all tournament to this point, and unless there's a penalty here in overtime, which I doubt it, I think they're gonna finish that way, which is a great accomplishment.
All talk on Twitter is Hellebuyck and how good he's been playing.
Yeah, no, he's been
brilliant. He is, I mean, for a guy who maybe hasn't had the best season in the NHL to come out and have a performance like this on probably the biggest game of the year, maybe even in the next 4 years for Hellebuyck, depending on how the Winnipeg Jets go. I mean, this
might be his biggest game of his career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same with Bennington.
I mean, arguably,
despite winning a cup.
Arguably, it is, yeah. I mean, yeah, despite the Stanley Cup, I mean, this is a different place.
I like the quotes from a lot of the players from Team Canada in particular. They spoke on if they would rather play or were they more nervous in a Game 7 in the playoffs or this game. And they said this game was more nerve-wracking. And you could tell in the first period. But...
Oh, boy.
If they're doing 3-on-3, it should be a 5-minute intermission.
Yeah, they're just zamboning the ice, and I think they're back. They should be back pretty quick here. I don't know for sure, but... Someone was saying that there was goaltender interference on Hellebuyck on the Canadian power play. I don't notice anything about that. I don't know about that.
I also want to give a shout out to everyone watching. Cross as well, Canucks.
Yeah.
Shout out to
NHL Digest and Leafs Digest.
Hell yeah, watching coast to coast, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. There's a lot of viewers for the United States of America over on NHL Digest. Shout out to you guys. We're not.
Might be a little biased
over
here.
We have a clear bias right now, unfortunately. Just unfortunately for you guys, of course. Not anyone else.
I think at the end of the day, it's nice to see NHL players back.
This has been
this awesome. Is what we've been craving this. What is it, 12 years now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 12 years ago, man. 12 years ago. And like that taste last year was awesome. Jeez.
Yeah, this whole, I guess it's been like week maybe or two, almost 2 weeks of Olympic hockey has been fantastic. I mean,
Awesome.
even seeing nations that you would never see, like Italy, like they had a great first game in this tournament. Like it was
Yeah.
just so, it's been such great hockey over the last week or more, and I really hope that we're back in 2030 because with the amount of injuries that have happened in this tournament, it's going to be a very big question up in the air for old Gary Bettman, I think.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we see them at the next Olympics. I believe we're just a few minutes away from puck drop again. Sickening that they're making us wait like this. Just disgusting.
And showing the replay of Devon Taves missing that goal. I don't know if anyone else is getting that replay over and over again, but
Oh yeah.
Over and over and over and over and over and over and over again.
How's everybody in the chat right now? Who do you got for the golden goal on both sides? Let us know down below.
Yep. Spam
let's get Colton Parayko. Spam Colton Parayko down in the chat right now.
Interstellar Vision saying go Canada, watching live from Canada.
Yeah, we got someone in the chat from Clinton, BC. Early morning rise.
Oh yes, it is 7:40 local time there.
Shout out Jacob from Slovakia watching the game.
Nice.
In the Canucks chat.
Shout out to Slovakia. We got John Walker saying you can put whoever you want on the ice, and there's just tic-tac-toe, but it's the goaltending that wins championships and tournaments.
I also want to just give a quick shout out to Slovakia's team this year. That was insane to watch and awesome to watch.
That was awesome.
Would love to see him get a medal.
Dvorsky and Slav are going to be huge moving forward with that with that development group.
No, they'll be great players.
They're already amazing.
They are, and they're still so young. Like,
yeah,
it's crazy. Slavkovsky is what, 21?
I believe so. Yeah. Dvorsky's 19, so. Isn't he? 20? 20. Yeah.
Couple predictions.
We got a viewer from Kazakhstan over here.
Yes. Welcome in.
Not only coast to coast, we're worldwide. Loving this.
Yes, we are. Ran3 is saying Marner will score. Mike is saying Austin Matthews will score. Quinn is coming in from Portugal. Go Canada. Viva Portugal. Let's go. Thank you for tuning in. Dragonfire is asking Mark who you think is going to win. What about me? What about KC? But Mark, yeah, you tell us. Yeah, you.
It's obviously Canada. 100%.
No, who is going to... Oh, yeah, who you think is going to win?
Canada with...
Well, there's only two choices.
Trying to think of who I actually think will score. I can't keep saying Colton Parayko. I feel like it's going to be hard to predict as well because I feel like this is going to be a really tight bench.
Oh, yeah. There's going to be the same six guys over and over.
Yeah.
Walter saying, good morning, boys. McJesus is going to score the golden goal. Let's go, Canada. Shout out to you, Walter. Thank you for tuning in.
We got a comment saying, Pye, do you think the Canucks will be sent to the minors by 2030?
Is that an actual comment?
Yeah, it is.
You might as well promote the Abbotsford Canucks at this point. So, yeah. We go from this hockey back to Vancouver not winning a game. It's been a treat the last couple of weeks. I'll tell you that much. Shout out to whoever put that comment in.
That's Mark from New Zealand.
One of my neighbors, I'm not sure if he's tuning in right now, but he just sent me a text. We text back and forth sometimes. He's a Habs fan. He just sent me a question, and I think this is appropriate to ask, since we're here right now. I think it's pretty interesting before this period starts. If you can only win one, if you can only choose one, would you want to win the gold medal today, or would you win a Stanley Cup in spring? If you can only choose one, would you rather Stanley Cup or the gold medal? Gold medal?
Yeah, it's got to be a gold medal. I think obviously Stanley Cup's a big achievement, but who knows when, if NHL players are going to be back to the Olympics, All
right. It is, for some, it is a once in a lifetime opportunity, right?
I also want to give a shout out in the Canucks chat. Bennington goalie goal, if only. I think that's actually, I'm changing my answer. I'm going Jordan Bennington goalie goal.
Profit.
That's
Profit's in the chat. Shout out to you, Profit. Thank you for tuning in. Also, Ethan saying we love Abbotsford. Shout out to Abbotsford Canucks. Formerly the Abbotsford Heat, which I think was Calgary's farm team. Go Canada. Greetings from Italy. Shout out to Simon. Or Simone. Simone.
You're watching the game over there?
Are you at the game?
Are you at the game?
If Canada doesn't score in the first 2 minutes, then Team USA will win. Austin Matthews for the winner. Walter
I think it depends on who wins the face-off here.
I'm nervous, huh?
channel the inner Bennington. No nerves.
Yeah, you're right. I was fine for a while. I just think the Stanley Cup, though, like, I just want to throw this out there. I'm not saying one way or another, but I think the Stanley Cup is so hard to win.
I agree.
It is so hard to win that it's like, I know it's given out every year, but holy smokes, it's so hard to win. But I know
It's the hardest trophy to win.
Yeah, but the Olympics, you never know, like there's players that would have made, like, the 2018 team. They're not even in the league anymore. You know what I mean? Like, for any country. That you never know, right? I mean, look at Marchand. Marchand St. Louis was on the 2014 team, wasn't he?
I believe so.
I think so, yeah.
I think he won the Art Ross that year too. Which is crazy, by the way. But yeah. So we got MacKinnon. MacKinnon's on the ice.
What, Wilson?
Wilson's also on the ice. If McDavid doesn't start off the draw here, I'll lose my mind.
Wilson's on the bench.
Yeah, well, okay, yeah. Take a seat. Take a seat. 43. Take a seat. Wilson, get that. Warm it up. Warm it up. Keep the same seats open for the boys on the ice because they're coming off and they're going right back on.
All right, boys. Here we go.
Have they switched sides? There's a long change now too, right? Or no, they keep the same sides, do they? I don't know. Either way.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Godspeed, gentlemen. Let's enjoy it for what it is.
MacKinnon, McDavid.
That's where legacies are made.
And Makar. I'm going to butcher this.
Matthews, Boldy, Hughes.
Matthew Boldy Hughes. Puck is... Oh, come on, drop it. Come on. Oh my god. Settle down, gentlemen. Settle down. Let's get this puck drop going. Puck is down. Oh, what a stick lift by McDavid to win the puck back. Here's Makar with the puck. He drops it back to MacKinnon, who goes to work. Drops it back to McDavid. He's coming in with speed. Here comes Connor McDavid through the middle. He goes to shoot. He fans on the puck. He's got to get back. 2-on-1. Here comes Austin Matthews and Quinn Hughes. Quinn Hughes from Matt Boldy to Quinn Hughes. What a save by Jordan Binnington. Holy smokes.
That was huge.
Huge save. MacKinnon skates it out to center. He's going to take it. He's in. Big save by Hellebuck. This is going to be tough. This is going to be tough for me. Huge save by Jordan Binnington on Quinn Hughes.
That's a game-saving save right there.
Holy smokes. Oh, my God.
Oh, that's so
right at the top of the glove, too.
Oh, my God.
He looked in the bag. He thought it went in.
He took a peek. He said, uh-oh.
Horvat Celebrini out here.
Horvat Celebrini and Devon Taves.
Horvat just to win the draw
and leaves. Get off, get off, get off. Mitch Marner. Macklin, Celebrini, Devon Taves. Devon Taves has the puck now. Back to Celebrini at the line. He's curling in. He curls to the middle. He shoots. That's blocked. Puck. McAvoy had it at center, but he gives the puck away to Mitch Marner. They regroup. Here comes Mitch Marner. He drops it back to Macklin, Celebrini. Macklin, Celebrini making his way up the ice. I think he's going to drop it. He does. Here's Cale Makar. He loses the puck. It's back to Celebrini. I don't know how Celebrini does that. Like, how does he get the puck back there? It's crazy. He's so good. Here comes McDavid. He's speeding to center. This is crazy. McDavid to the net. Loses the puck behind the net. He's trying to win it back. Gets skating. Almost turned over. MacKinnon's going to get it here. He's out-muscled. USA wins the gold medal in overtime. Quinn Hughes.
I'm forever haunted.
Quinn Hughes has won the gold medal for the United States. Damn. Was that Quinn or Jack Hughes? It's Quinn Hughes.
Oh, man. It was Jack Hughes.
Jack Hughes wins the game. That is huge for the New Jersey Devils.
McDavid can't catch a break.
No. No. I mean, he has the Four Nations win last year, but no Olympic gold for Connor McDavid or Team Canada. It goes to the U.S.
I'm going to tip my cap to Hellebuck because that game is
Yeah.
his.
Hellebuck won that gold medal for Team USA, and I mean they were heavily outplayed, heavily outshot, and he stood tall for them. He had well over 40 saves, and that's a classic game right there. I mean that probably for both teams should have ended before overtime. That was crazy.
See you guys in 4 years.
See you in 4 years. Macklin will be that much older. McDavid will be there. There wasn't much in overtime, for Canada there. Unlike 5-on-5.
There's no way they go back to 3-on-3 at the next Olympics.
I don't know, man. The IOC they do some. It's not even the IOC either. It's the IIHF, right? Like they just even the World Juniors is 3-on-3 now. But I for regular games I'm fine with it, but a game like this should be 5-on-5. It should be. Like the Four Nations 5-on-5, that was done properly. Everyone's saying it's not just because they lost. It should have been 5-on-5.
Yeah, we said that before overtime, just to make it clear.
100%. For both teams. It doesn't matter. No, I don't even if Canada didn't make the gold medal game. It should have been 5-on-5. But that's it. That is it. 2-1 final. Team USA has won Olympic gold. And I just want to say we're live on we're quiet. I just want to say this. Stop dogging on Auston Matthews. He is an Olympic gold medal champion. Screw you guys. Auston Matthews is an Olympic gold medal champion. But I am quite upset that Canada has lost. Jack Hughes and MacKinnon, I mean, I did say it was a defenseman that was going to get caught, and that's the game, right? Like that's 3-on-3 OT, man. First time that happens, it's over.
Was it Devon Toews stepped up? Yes.
Yes, and credit to Werenski. I mean, he wins that battle. He gets the puck over to Jack Hughes. Makar's the last one back.
Will Crosby be there in 4 years? He didn't shut it down when he was recently asked, but he will be, 42?
He's going to try and play. Yeah, he's going to be 38 this year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to try and play, I think. So, that'll be it. We'll stay live till they award the medals here. We'll stay live. Hell of a game by Connor Hellebuck. Connor Hellebuck, I mean,
Jack Hughes looked like he lost a tooth from that high stick.
Yeah. Gaudreau jersey is up and out right now. Well, that's that. Canada loses.
Classy from the Americans to skate around with the Gaudreau jersey, though.
Yeah, I thought that's pretty cool. His family's there as well, so. Hey, thank you, Mark, over on NHL Digest. Appreciate that. We tried our best to. Thank you. Mark said good coverage by you three. I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mark, from Mark.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mark.
March from March. Oh my god. That was good. Everybody's been waiting for this, man. Not just this. I mean, the last 2 years, the Four Nations, that was a good taste in this. I mean, obviously you want Olympic gold, man. You want Olympic gold.
Big shout out to the Canada women's team there who also lost to the United
Yeah.
States in the final.
Yeah. And the
In
women's
overtime
program,
as well.
in overtime as well. That's same score, by the way, actually. So exact same result for both teams. Tough result. Really tough result, but what a tournament. What a tournament.
I'm
Great
guessing
to see Olympic hockey again.
player of the tournament is 100% Hellebuck, correct?
Has to be.
Yeah.
Has to be. Also, the U.S., I just want to say it one last time. The U.S. finishes this tournament without giving up a power play goal. 100% on the penalty kill. 100%. I thought there were some positives from Team Canada. You're also without a lot of players. If we're just talking about Canada. You're without a lot of players, but it was a good effort. They kept us on our toes. Couple great comeback efforts. They certainly, I always find, I don't know how you guys feel about this. I have like this theory, and I see it so much in the NHL. The team that gets outplayed will win in overtime. Because you just need that one opportunity, and it'll happen. The other team just keeps pushing. I've seen it so many times with the Leafs. You're pushing. The other team will win on just like a break. It always happens. But not to take anything away from the play, it was a nice goal, but that's it. Team Canada loses 2-1 in overtime. The Olympic gold goes to Team USA. Austin Matthews, for those of you here on Leafs Digest, is an Olympic gold champion. I'm sure they're going to do a ceremony for him when they return from the Florida road trip this week, because the Leafs play again on Wednesday.
I wonder if booze rained down.
I hope not. I think at the end of the day, like, you can
look past it.
Yeah. Not look past it. It's just like
incredible
accomplishment. We understand you played for the other team, but it's a great accomplishment. And thank you for everything you've done for our organization as well, right? So I hope people can at least, like, separate those things. I know we can. I can. Like, congratulations to Austin Matthews. It's a great accomplishment.
Congratulations to everyone, but not JT Miller.
JT Miller is an Olympic gold champion. So is Vincent Trocheck. Arena is still packed. It's a good battle. It's a good game. I mean, Canada, you got to put the puck in the back of the net, man. So many posts. Hellebuck made some huge saves.
Yeah, those were the turning points in the third. The Taves.
I think
2 breakaway chances.
Sometimes it just it goes that way, man. It's just not meant to be sometimes.
Just be like that.
Just not meant to be. I will say, like, when you look at last year too, like, I thought Austin Matthews was everywhere on the ice, like, for USA in that last game, and he just couldn't score, and then Canada ends up winning, right? That's how it goes sometimes.
We have 2 captains on the ice. Crosby is on the ice right now with Canada.
Yep. He is also wearing the C, actually. That is quite funny, yeah.
What are your guys' thoughts on that rule of you have to have a captain name?
I get it. Yeah, makes sense to me.
I respect him going straight to Bennington.
Yeah. I think for it's not his fault. He made some big saves.
Yeah.
I don't think it should be a rule in the I don't think it should be a rule in the NHL, but it should what's it called? Be a thing. I'm gonna get our cameras fixed here. It should be a thing for tournaments like this. I think only.
How's everyone feeling down in the chats? Yeah. Canucks, Leafs, and NHL Digest. Shout out to everyone that tuned in as well.
Yes, thank you guys. Oh, that's me. That's you.
It's all of us. The crazy thing is too is now thinking 4 years in the future, this team is going to look a lot different for Canada.
It is. I mean, you got Celebrini. It's going to look completely different. Hey, thank you, John. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it. Tried our best to, it's heartbreaking finale there, but that's a great game, man. That's a classic game. Heartbreaking for Canada. You would like to see them win, but that is
Entertaining.
Definitely, definitely.
It was worth waking up, I suppose.
All right, we're gonna wrap it up there. KC's internet just dropped, so he's out. Thank you everyone for tuning into this. We really appreciate it. 2-1 USA, they win the gold medal. And we'll see you guys in 4 years, or if the the NHL decides to do a Four Nations face-off again or something like that. I think they said they want to do another one next year. So
yeah, I think they're trying to split like in between, so 2 years, then 4 years would be the Olympics.
Yeah. So sad we won't get this next year, but that was fun. That was fun, and you knew something had to give. You knew something had to give. Canada wins last year. It's just how it goes sometimes. They're giving out the medals now, but. Thank you guys for tuning in on Leafs Digest. We're going to have some coverage right after this as well, so stay tuned for that. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in, and we hope you have a great day. Mark, any final thoughts on the game that was? It was crazy.
Hard-fought battle, but shout out to Connor Hellebuck once again. He stood tall after. A lot of people hated on his performance in the playoffs, but he stood tall here.
Yes, he did. So great. But thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Hope you have a great Sunday, rest of your day, since it is still the morning. Take care, everyone. We'll see you later. They're interviewing Matthews right now.